Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tundra Nation live stream with me, your host, Tyler. 14 hours to Steve, Uncle Cushion, and Spicy McDude. Scotty takes over, Scott takes, you know him as the Pig Nation. And in hour 2, we play the initials. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and let's start the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Hey guys, welcome back to the show tonight, this afternoon, this evening, or this morning, or wherever you are in that beautiful place that we call the Tundra Nation. We made it another week, folks. I want you guys right now to just put a round of applause together for yourselves. You made it through the week, okay? For some of you, that's more difficult than others. For me, it was a wild ride this week. We have a lot of stuff to catch up on and a lot of stuff to talk about. Couple of cool new additions to the Tundra repertoire of interesting items this week, which we'll cover here in just a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the world's. Here, let's do it this way. I'd like to welcome you to the world's Okayest gun live stream. And of course, in true Tundra Nation, I totally forgot to kick off the music at the beginning of the show, so we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Stand by for just a little bit. Boom. I don't know if you guys can even hear that or not, but it is definitely for me. In the background, hitting the buttons and running the board today, our technical director and studio engineer, Mr. Uncle Cushion. Cushy, how you doing tonight, bud?
Doing good. Let's go. Let's do this.
You having some fun tonight? You doing any dranksin'?
Doing a little drinksin'.
A little bit of dranksin'. What you dranksin'?
Some redemption bourbon that I got for Christmas that tastes like mostly ass.
All right, mostly ass is still better than entirely ass, though. So, you're not rock bottom yet. There you, hey, you know what? You survived your Black Velvet incident in fucking Iowa. you're going to make it through tonight. Kush, I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for filling in, or not filling in. You can barely hear Kush. Stand by. Kush, you got any volume to give me on your end?
I don't think I do. Give me 1 second to double check.
All right. I just need you on your microphone. I boosted you up. So just make sure to stay on your mic tonight.
Are we good now?
We are. That's significantly better. Folks, is that better? Sounds like it's better for me. Anyways, we'll wait for those to come back. But party on, Kush. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Can I get a party on Garth to keep the tradition going?
Party on Garth. All right. Sorry. Not used to that. That's not usually my forte in my roles here.
Exactly, Matt Vasquez. We still don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're alive tonight, both on YouTube and on Twitch. So we're doubling up, having a grand old time. Say hello. Let me introduce you guys to your mod teams for the respective platforms. Your mod team for the YouTube side of things is quite small. It's really only one active mod right now, and that's going to be your buddy Goku in the chat. So make sure to listen to him. He's going to be posting links occasionally for you to go get this t-shirt. We'll talk about that here in just a second. And Matt Vasquez, you are absolutely right. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. To the YouTube side of things, you guys know him. You love him. We got Cat Milk. We got Wheels. We got Geeky Girl. We got Kush in the house, all moderating over there as well. So make sure to listen to them. Follow the links that they post if you want to check out the shirts. And that seems to be a pretty decent segue here into...
Tyler meant to say Twitch, not YouTube.
Thank you very much, Twitch. Into the shirt thing. Guys, I'm sure you've seen this being plastered everywhere across social media. All the gun tubers are talking about it. I'm doing it too. Make sure to pick up your Paul Harrell Legends shirt, folks. I'm gonna take a little bit of time to love on Paul as best as I can do and try to sell you on this shirt. Here's my pitch. Paul has spent many years. Cushion, how many years has Paul been around?
At least like 10 to 12 that I know of.
So he's been spending 10 to 12 years that we know of producing content for you that he has never asked for a dime on really for before, save for like things like if you join his Patreon or whatnot, or whatever else he has to monetize. But realistically, content creators, we create content for people for free all the time, and you guys consume that content for free, and that's totally okay. This is a fantastic opportunity for you guys to give back to Paul and say thank you for all of that time, all of that ammunition, all of the money that he spent to get the channel up and running and going and build that brand and get to 1 million subscribers. It's a good way of saying thank you for all of that entertainment over the course of the last 10 to 12 years. $25 purchase helps his family out for the rest of their lives when Paul's no longer with us. If, I don't know, he's not dead yet, but it doesn't sound great, so help him out.
No, I think it's a terminal diagnosis.
Yeah, is it? Okay. So for the amount of time that we have left on this earth with Paul, we're blessed to be on the same planet as him at the same time. I mean, come on. So go pick up this shirt, support him, support his family, give them what they need for when our best gun tuber pal is no longer with us. That's all I asked for, guys. If you got any money that you were going to give to us tonight, instead, please take that money and give it to Paul instead. We do not need it at the moment, and his family absolutely does. But with that being said, that covers most of housekeeping. Normally, we have a co-host here, and that co-host is out sick tonight. He's not feeling the greatest. So, Scotty, if you're watching, please feel better, my friend. Chat, can we get No 7? Can we get a salute to Scotty in the chat and show him a little bit of love so that he knows we're thinking about him and that we miss his beautiful, beautiful face. Scotty, I hope you're doing well, man. And we'll have you back next week. Can't wait to have you. I've got great news tonight, folks. I really do have great news. Tonight, we are bringing back a classic. We are bringing back an absolute classic. So I very highly encourage you to stick around into hour number 2. Scotty's going to be real mad that he missed the show tonight, and so is everybody else. Because if I can give you a teaser.
Clue number 1.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's coming back, baby. It's coming back. I got to do this now.
Clue number 5. Clue
all right,
number
now we're good.
6.
Anyways, we've got the initials coming back tonight at 10 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And we'll be doing that with our boys Mikey from CMMG. We got Twisty tonight. We got Cushy tonight. And of course, Mose, actually not of course, returning as a special guest, we have Mose this evening. And yes, I do see her in the background, folks. We have our extra special guest that would like to join the chat and say hello. Folks, put your hands together for the one, the only, the beautiful, the talented, the streamer in training, Little Miss Ellie Bean. Ellie, come on and say hi to the folks. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Say what's up, dudes.
What's up, dude?
Say hey, Tundra Nation. You say hey, Tundra Nation. Welcome back to the channel. Say welcome back to the channel. No, do you not want to perform right now? Are you being silly and shy? Can you, Ellie? Oh, Wu-Tang!
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, Ellie, do Wu-Tang. Say Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. Oh,
Wu-Tang.
where'd Ellie go?
Wu-Tang?
Ellie, where'd Ellie go? There she is. Oh, and you got a quack from Geeky. Ellie, say thanks, Geeky. Where'd Ellie go? I don't see her, mommy. I don't see. Oh, there she is. Say thanks, Geeky. Thank you, Geeky.
Thank you, Kinky.
Good. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as Ellie keeps us entertained for a little bit, should we ask her about her day? How did you have fun today, Ellie?
Yes.
What did you do? Did you play with your toys? Yeah. What toys did you play with? Did you have a tea party?
Yes.
Who was in your tea party? Was it bunnies?
Bunnies.
You had bunnies in your tea party? Was it so much fun? Oh, mommy is leaving, so now we're distracted. Are you done? All right, later, kiddo. Well, that's it. That's all the time we got for the bean tonight. 4-year-old is out and about. Oh, she's grabbing her toy. So this is actually coming in just a second, but Ellie got a new toy today that you can see, and we're going to be talking about this toy specifically here in just a second. But yes, Ellie's been benefiting or reaping the benefit of many new toys in the last couple of days. And as she heads off to bed, later, Bean, I love you. Good night, sweetie. We, of course, have Mama Mego keeping it down in the background. Now, Mama Mego just got a wonderful new haircut, if you guys didn't notice. Chopped off, what, about a foot of hair? Like a foot and a half of hair.
A lot
And
of hair.
yeah, and got her hair highlighted and colored up a little bit. So look at that, ladies, and that was the Valentine's Day gift that I had for her this year. That, and for the very first time this year ever, or not this year, excuse me, ever, I baked cookies for Valentine's Day. It was a day late because I was sick on Valentine's Day. We found out at the doctor earlier this week. The reason why I haven't been doing our Thursday streams and a few of the other streams is I've had for the last 4 weeks a double lung infection, and that has sucked horribly. It has been absolutely terrible. I have hated almost every single minute of my non-streaming life because as soon as I stop talking, my throat goes from this to like that. It just cinches up. So if I'm talking, yeah, right. If I'm talking, I'm doing great. But as soon as I stop talking, I start coughing, and I've literally been coughing for 4 weeks straight, and I've been having trouble breathing. Now you know my pain. Yes, exactly. So I've tried inhalers, I've tried everything, and it just hasn't worked. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm feeling better now. I've been on a course of antibiotics, and it's been doing wonders. Have you tried Scotch? Alcohol kills germs. Yes, I have been, and I'm currently doing it right now. Big fun. How's the YouTube chat looking, Kush?
It's looking good. We got a good amount of people in there right now. No questions or anything at the moment, but
Roger Dodger.
got
YouTube
Alan.
chat Cushion is monitoring so that I can pay attention to everything else. So if you guys have questions for me or anything, go ahead and ask them. Cushion will get to them. And Kush, feel free to interrupt if there's a really good one. But folks, while we're right here, guess who caught another one, Tyler? It was me. Oh no. Guys, I've got to show you something really cool. I've got to show you something really, really cool. Last week we were talking about crowdfunding a 3D printer, and if you can believe it, in less than a week we were able to raise the $1,500 needed to get a Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon, and it is currently sitting in the other room right now printing PLA hard plastic patches for the Tundra Nation for you guys to purchase here. And I would like to show you the printing right now. Check this fucking thing out. Check this thing out. Is this not the coolest fucking thing you've ever seen? The hilarious thing about 3D printing and Tundra, like me, I never thought I'd be into it because I never, like, my brain, I feel like I have a capacity limit for like program knowledge, like understanding certain programs. And as Kush knows, and as you guys know, I work in the Adobe suite quite a lot, and I feel like I'm relatively proficient in that. But that, I feel like that also takes up like all of my brain power here, and I didn't want to get into 3D printing, not because I didn't think it was awesome, which it is, but I didn't want to learn like Fusion or SolidWorks or all of the other slicing programs out there required for getting to understand this. What I can tell you is I'm so fucking happy I did. I am so happy I did. I learned some basics in Fusion 360. I was able to create this patch. You won't be able to see it well on this. I'll show it to you on the other one. But this is what she's printing out. Is printing out the first iteration, the very first patch of the version 2 of the problem solver patch. It's a high point, the Glock 40, and it says problem solver underneath, white on black. And this new one has a white extruded border. I'll show it to you guys when she's all done printing, but I wanted to show you where that went. Stick with Fusion. Fusion isn't commercially available yet. Big fun. I'm actually switching over to SolidWorks. And the reason for that is Fusion is not. Oh, Fission. I got it. Didn't they actually just do that this year? Didn't they successfully do that this year? Like scientists? I'm 100% certain that they did it. Yeah, on a small scale, but like they proved it's actually doable. Anyways, folks, we haven't talked about guns at all yet, and we're getting there. I promise. I'm down a co-host tonight, so what I want to do is any gun-related questions. Well, I guess honestly they don't have to be, but we're gonna do an Ask Us Anything tonight. This goes out to the YouTube side of things, and this goes out to the Twitch side of things. Please just ask us any questions you want. You got me and Kush. Kush is over here on the video side of things, excuse me, audio side of things. I'll be here on the video side of things. If you want to see the 3D printer up full time, oh yeah, Mose, I got an X1 Carbon. Yep, I got an X1 Carbon, dude. We raised the money for it, dude. We raised the money for it, Mose, in 4 days. 4 days, and I'm already printing patches. Well, we're printing, it's, to be clear, these are the patches, by the way, the problem solver patches, the high point Glock 40. They are PLA. They're hard plastic. They're not flexible. So if you do want to pick one up, just be aware of that. Right now, if we kick off a hype train, every, let's see, if you gift 5 subs or drop 1,000 bits, you get one of these automatically. You get one of these automatically if we kick off a hype train and you drop 5 subs or gift 1,000 bits. In addition to all the other fun emotes and all that crap that you get.
So
but
we do have one question over in YouTube.
Yes.
Keep going with your thing. It's a general question. What's smoother, Clan McGregor?
Who's this coming from?
Club? This is coming from Horse Ohana over on YouTube.
Oh, this is my Lakeville friend.
Yes. Clan McGregor or Bankers Club? Asking for a friend.
For the booze? Or for what? I'm sorry. Oh, are you talking about? I didn't hear what you said.
What's smoother, Clan McGregor or Bankers Club? I'm talking about the scotch.
Oh shit, dude. I don't know the last time I had either one of those, so I don't know if I can tell you.
Yeah, I have no experience with either of those myself.
My current favorite scotch right now is Port Charlotte. Then it goes to pretty much any one of the Ardbeg bottles right now. And then after that, I don't know where I go. Right now, is Lumia on? No, Lumia will be disabled for tonight because I really like the color in the room right now, and I don't want any of you fucking trolls to change it. Thanks, Kush. Hey, no jump scare, just bits,
no
Goku. That's
just
fine.
Bits.
That one's for you, buddy. I'll set one aside for you. Make sure if you do donate, you get the 5 gifties or the 1,000 biddies. You just drop me your address in Discord and I will send one of these off to you. I gotta get hook and loop back plates for these, or I gotta get some hook and loop to put on there. So maybe within a week or so I'll start sending everything out. But right now I've got 4. This was the original accident test patch. So I've got 4 right now and a 5th printing. The one printing right now is the version 2 patch. And you just let me know. 89 emeralds standing by. So Goku, you get one. The 1,000 biddies works, and I appreciate you. I love you, buddy. Thanks for being a mod over on the YouTube side of things. What was I just talking about? Scotch, right? So yeah, like when I'm like my daily drinker, I just drink Dewar's, like mixed, because it's cheap. But in the other room, I've got the Port Charlotte, I've got the Ardbeg, we've got God, what was the other really good? It wasn't, no, Talisker's blended, so it wasn't that. The Darkstorm. Darkstorm I like, but it's a little expensive for a blended. I can't remember the other one that I normally get because I haven't gotten it in so long. Just like a standard, like the Scotch that got me drinking Scotch was like the standard single malt Glenlivet 12. Whatever their like teal box is now is what they changed it from originally. So this extrusion looks like it is really high up. This is really weird. Anyways, this is so distracting. I should probably not even have this up on the screen. So yeah, that's my Scotch thing. But yeah, tonight is an Ask Us Anything, folks. So on the YouTube side of things, on the Twitch side of things, if you have questions for us, they can be gun related. They don't have to be gun related. They can be whatever you want to ask. We're going to talk about them. And then hour number 2, we we go into the initials, the firearms portion. Any Isla Scotch is good. Yes, you are correct. Isla Scotches are lovely. So yeah, ask away, folks. As the time goes on, we'll hopefully keep pushing through the hour here. We got about 40 minutes to kill. I figure you guys can fill 40 minutes of questions, especially with the amount of tangents that we like to get off into. I'm having a lot of fun playing with these, like they're playing cards. Like I'm trying to shuffle them and shit.
Yeah.
They're really fun, like fidget bits.
So Big Dog did ask over on Twitch, why is 224 Valkyrie an overrated round?
Why is it? It is not an overrated round. It's a dead round. I'll give you that. But I don't think it's over. I don't think anyone outside of myself is still singing the praises of 224 Valkyrie. So I don't know how it could be an overrated round. I don't know. What do you think?
It got hyped up by all those FUD magazines.
Damn right. I mean, it was. Yeah. Where's Scott? Scott's out sick tonight, corn dog. But yeah, I think for something to be overrated, it has to be rated first. Like, I like this caliber because I bought into it very heavily. I had great success with it, but I can't speak to anything else. My Valk is one of the best shooting guns I've ever shot in my entire life. I love that thing to death. Oh, Such is still on my side. Perfect. Well, I could think of better allies, but hey, at least I'm not alone. At least I'm not alone. You have your X1C combo too? Yes. If I ever need
mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Yes, I do need help. I need help all the time. Can you please just shoot me a contact DM in Discord, Alan, if you're part of the Discord, so that I have an easy way to get a hold of you? What's your guys' go-to long range round? Cushion, if you could build around any caliber for long range, what would you grab? Ooh, the print's done.
I would probably go 6.5 Creedmoor.
Like so you're a basic bitch. Do you like pumpkin spice lattes too?
No, I actually despise all things pumpkin because I'm from New England and apple is the superior flavor for fall.
While I don't disagree with you, pumpkins are the theme of Halloween, and I hate you for saying that. So I can can we establish something? Can we establish something?
Okay.
Do you hate pumpkins because of their connotation with basic white bitches, or do you hate pumpkins because of their taste, or like why do you hate pumpkins?
I don't like pumpkin flavor. I like pumpkins. Like
okay, so you don't. Okay, then we're fine. If it's just the flavor, I'm totally fine with it.
No pumpkin spice, no pumpkin pie, no pumpkin anything.
Boy, we are
pumpkins. Let's go.
We are certainly living up to our name of the world. Booga booga, motherfucker! Hey, and the hype train kicks off. All right, folks, we've got patches. Every 5 gifties or 1,000 bits, you automatically get one of the hard plastic PLA problem solver patches. The very first ever prints off of the Tundra Tactical Tundra Nation printer. You get it. 1,000 bits, 5 gifted subs, and then you must send me your address information on Discord so that I can send it to you, because I'm not going to ask you to post your address information here, and I don't have a website for these yet. So that's the best way I can think of doing it. Hey, Meg, are you there? Nope. Okay, I'm going to run away for a sec. Cushion, keep me entertained for like 30 seconds. I'm going to go pull off the version 2 patch that just finished up. I'll be right back. Perfect for your patch wall, right, Scotty?
Let's go. So, Big Fun, I see your question about the setup of the printer. I'm going to make sure he gets to that next. Wills, I am mildly jealous that Meg is getting fresh Long Island bagels, although I do have some good New York bagels in my freezer. And I actually blame the everything bagels for my diverticulitis that I had last month, because I ate 2 everything bagels in a row, and 24 hours later is when it started. But I also credit that to most likely saving my life, because otherwise I wouldn't have found this fucking giant cyst on my kidney, and it would have spread everywhere and killed me.
Oh,
So,
I came back to the real shit, right?
Yeah, well, I was saying to Wills that I'm a little jealous that you guys are getting some fresh Long Island bagels.
Yeah.
I actually think it's eating 2 everything New York bagels before my diverticulitis that kicked it off.
Oh,
So that
really?
Probably actually is what saved my life.
Well, bagel saved your life, dude. Fucking right.
Yeah, and it's funny because I actually, while I was in the hospital, I blamed my mom because she got me the bagels. It's like a Christmas tradition that we get New York bagels.
I'm not
And
gonna
I was
lie to you right now. Mose looks like he's in a 5FDP cover band.
Yeah, he kind of does. He kind of does a little bit.
Hey,
But,
Kush. Go ahead. Sorry. No, you were talking real shit. My bad for interrupting.
It's all good. I was saying that while I was in the hospital, I blamed my mom for getting me everything bagels because she knows I probably shouldn't eat those. But then after I found out I had the cancer, she made me apologize and thank her for getting me the bagels.
There you go. There you go. Kush, would you like to see version 1 and version 2 side by side for the patches?
Yes.
All right. We've got the border
next.
on version 2. A little bit more contrast. Version 1 doesn't. So whichever
like
one
version
you
2
like.
better.
I like
I like
version 2
version 2
better as
better.
well, but version 1 has its merits. So whichever one you want, if you drop 1,000 biddies for the donation, or you run 5 gifties, you automatically get one. You don't have to buy one separately. You just get that automatically. So if you're planning on dropping some biddies tonight, get yourself a free patch too.
So we do have a question on Twitch.
Great
from
job
Big
with
Fun.
the questions.
I'm trying to be on top of it.
I appreciate it.
from-
You're doing really good tonight, man.
From Big Fun, can you talk more about the setup process for the printer? Was it
Oh,
plug
yeah.
and play like they claim, or did you have to do a bunch of dicking around?
So yes, I could talk about this thing all night. This was from Big Fun.
Yes, that was from Big Fun.
That's from
Sorry,
Big
I was
Fun?
checking
Yep.
YouTube. Yep.
You're all good. You're all good. So Big Fun, first of all, great question. Second of all, thank you for being as awesome as you are at all times over on the Discord and over here on Twitch. To answer your question, it's absolutely what they claim. I have never touched a 3D printer ever in my entire life. I've never thought about touching a 3D printer until about a week and a half ago. And then I got the bug for this. It came really quickly. I didn't have time. I didn't have time to research. I didn't have time to learn any of the programs, any of the products. I literally bought it. I plugged it in, and within 45 minutes, I had that. Or excuse me, not that. I had my first print. Within 24 hours, I had that. I lied. I had that. The original version. So I was able to design this. I was able to slice it. I was able to put it through the native Bamboo program. The setup was stupid easy. Honestly, the most like if I was to do a true like review of this and talk about the unboxing process, the most impressive part of this is how well it was packaged. You could have dropped this thing out of a fucking helicopter and it just was there. Like it would have. Oh, motherfucker! Who got a patch? That was oops. All right, so I've got 2 set aside out of the ones that I've made. I better get another one printed. Great job keeping the hype train going, my friend. Or did that hit right at the end? No, it hit right at the end, so we didn't quite get it. But we'll remove the hype train restriction. If you guys drop 1,000 biddies or 5 gifted subs for the rest of the night, you get to pick up a patch. And I am going to go ahead and start printing another one. The nice thing is, yeah, dude, these go in 38 minutes total time. I can print one of these every 38 minutes.
Nice.
So
That's not
anyways,
bad. I thought it would be a little bit longer for something that size, honestly.
well, so the old prints, the V1s, I don't know what I did, but these would take an hour. I made one color change, and now it only takes 30 minutes. So,
I
and
noticed
it prints better.
It seemed to be working a lot faster when it was doing that V2 one.
Yeah. So anyways, back to the review of the 3D printer and to answer Big Fun's question here. Dude, it's 100%. Like I said, I I didn't know anything about what I was doing, and within 30 to 45 minutes I was up and printing. Granted, it was pre-designed things. It wasn't something that I put together myself until the following day. Like I said, I'm proud of myself for making that work. I'm proud of myself for doing that in 24 hours and being able to get at least a simple design onto a functional, patch to satisfy my own curiosity. And I attribute that a lot to the printer, the GUI, the interface, everything, and how easily this thing works over Wi-Fi. I thought I was going to have to run SD cards back and forth, or like cables back and forth to transfer everything. Nope, it's all on Wi-Fi. It's all through the cloud. It's literally like, if you have the design, it's 3 button presses to printing. You don't have, I could sit Cushion down, I could sit Mose down, I could sit my wife down, and I did earlier today. And within 30 minutes, she was printing too. It is
Nice.
the easiest thing I've ever seen in terms of something that is inherently complicated, simplified down to a kind of prosumer accessibility level. Maybe not even prosumer, just consumer accessibility level. Prosumer would imply a little bit more proficiency, I would say. But just to like a casual consumer, if you're looking to get into 3D printing, it's an investment. It's a $1,500. Well, it came out to about $1,650 after taxes with the AMS, the automatic feed system that it has. And for PLA, dude, it's been bonkers, lights out. I think out of probably about 25 prints, I've had 3 spaghetti issues, and I've had 1 print not stick. It's not terrible. And because of how easy it is to monitor, like if we switch over, because of how easy this is to monitor at all times, just having it up on a second monitor, you catch the mistakes right away, so you're not wasting material. Fuck taxes, dude. This is a fucking write-off. I'm writing this bitch off. This is for business. That's immediate. That's why I immediately started printing things, so I could use it as a write-off this year. Because that is a business expense if I've ever seen one. Have you seen the new AR GAT crank grip? Crank is built into the handle and it sits in the pocket while not in use. I have not seen this, Dr. Catmilk, so I can't talk about it. But of course Curtis did. Curtis is a gem, and he's just, you should all be following and loving VSO Gun Channel, because Kurt is just the best dude ever. Did you notice the build plates are 2-sided? I did. The engineering plates on the other side for PETG, not PLA. What is it? PETG, ABS, TPU. That all goes on the engineering plate, and then the PLA goes on. I'm learning. This is like the culmination of 48 hours of cram knowledge, and I'm trying my best to keep it all inside my brain by constantly refreshing myself through the same classes or the same courses. I just picked up $1,000 course that's free for veterans for SoftWorks. And then I just found out that there's a way to pick up SoftWorks for $20 if you're a veteran. So for all my vets out there that are looking to get into 3D printers, if you've got the money for a printer and you want to get into SoftWorks, well, there you go. $20 and it's yours once I figure out how to do it, because I've got a friend that's going to hook me up here with the link. Once I have it, I will send it over to you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we just posted in the chat a link to SolidWorks. Thank you, not SoftWorks. SolidWorks. Thank you very much. SolidWorks. Yes, you are correct, Rick. We just posted a link for the shirt that I'm wearing, the shirt that I'm repping, the Paul Harrell Legend shirt. We're highly encouraging people to pick those up tonight to help support Paul. Long story short, party hardy, become a cool kid, and join the club that has them. And Paul has given you infinite entertainment over the course of the last 12 years, 10 years. Give back to him a little bit by spending $25 to help support him and his family as he's going through this very difficult time. What other questions we got? Sure. Oh, that's a good one, honestly. That is a very good point, too, because you are going to need multiple. Let's say you do. I love how Mose is racing right now. He's the best. I love him. He's a national treasure. I know. I see it, too. He's serious. Is that the racing gloves with the map of the little playmat? That's fucking awesome. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong. I'm sorry. Break. I'm on the wrong. Thank you, Kush. Thank you, Scotty. I'm on the wrong thing. Now they can hear you. Sorry, start it over again.
Oh, they couldn't hear me. Okay.
Yep.
So Cat Milk was asking Iraqi reload or New York reload for the AK. If I have more than 2 AKs, I'm going to New York reload.
Hell
They're,
yeah.
like, right there by me. It's faster to just pick something up and start squeezing the trigger again. than
Also,
actually
could you
performing the reload.
imagine how Oh, and we've got a pause.
We've got to pause.
Yep, we got to pause it.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go. All right, let's see if that goes. Let's see if we saved it. We'll see if we saved it. Anyways, what were you just saying? I'm sorry. I just got super distracted by having to pause the
If
print.
there are more than 2 AKs, the New York reload is.
Could you
the
fucking
proper one.
imagine how satisfying it would be to tomahawk the shit out of a motherfucker with an AK-47?
Oh, it would be amazing.
Just going over the top of the head, axe throwing style, yeet, New York reload, just fucking wah!
Here's 9 pounds of steel and walnut right from the Soviet Union for your face.
You'd fucking love to see it. So for me, if I were answering that question, Kush, I would be saying New York reload all day long. But once again, you're right. That is provided that I have the second AK.
I've always found the Iraqi reload to be like really weird. Just like the way it looks with you like just holding it back and your arm squished up like a fucking T-Rex or something while trying to perform the reload. I don't see myself ever doing one of those other than for a meme.
I hear you. My stock head of a battle axe. My stock is the head of a battle axe. That doesn't seem very comfortable, Alan Powell. I'm not going to recommend that to most people, but if it does, well for you. When I shoot it, it shaves me beard, he says. In that case, very, very utilitarian, and I can appreciate. Let's go! Lights out! Smells like High Point lovers in here. Would you love to see that right there? Would you love to see that? Lights out. 4 more subs. You get 4 more subs. You get one of these automatically. Lights out. We've already dropped 2. I've got 3 more to go, and 1 printing right now. So every 5 gifted subs, or every 5 subs that a single person donates, or every 1,000 bits, you guys get a patch. So go ahead and do it.
We got 2 questions.
Solid.
from
Send it.
Our friend Scotty, the Pig Nation.
You love to see it.
What are the size limits on the 3D printer? Also, what gun part would you consider making with a 3D printer?
I will not answer that question live on the air, for the simple reason of I like my dog alive.
Smart answer.
Okay.
That is the right answer.
So I won't. If you ever ask me what gun part I will make, I'll never answer that question because I'm not going to tell you what or if I will do it at all. I don't want to be shot or killed. I don't want my dog to be shot or killed by the ATF. So I will not answer that question. However, what I will say is accessory wise, not gun part. I'll print sights. I'm gonna get some middle finger sights. We'll get all kinds of sights.
Custom contoured grip? Pistol
Maybe.
grip?
Maybe. We could do a tundra dong.
Get wrecked, you fucking
Yeah,
Of course we
Lights
could.
Out's got 1 set aside for him. All right, we've got 3 patches spoken for. I've got 2 left right now and 1 on the printer.
Weirdo.
Who is getting the next one? Who is going to be part of the Cool Kids Club and get the next one? We got 3 left.
Get wrecked, you fucking weirdo.
Before I got to print another one. Tactical mayo holder could be done. That could be interesting. But yeah,
wrecked,
in
you
terms,
fucking weirdo.
I love the 3D printing firearms community. They are trailblazers. They are very cool dudes. I've met quite a few of them. Well, not quite a few of them. I've met a few of them. And they do awesome stuff with no regard to the rules. They just say, fuck it, caution to the wind. I'm doing it because I can.
They're all Randy from the South Park. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I thought this was America.
I don't have those balls. I'll just say it right now. I don't have the same level of fucking nuts dragging on the floor that they do. So
those are people that we assume don't have children or pets.
maybe they do, and they're just in it for the whole fucking run. You never know. But I will not talk about printing gun parts on this channel. I'm not going to say that I will. I'm not going to say that I won't. I'm just leaving it completely ambiguous. Just passing by, wanted to say hi. You're awesome. You're a good person. Stay. Fair enough. Thank you, Benny Crowbar. Stay awesome, little broter. I'll you around. English is not this person's first language, apparently, or they're very drunk. But welcome anyways, and thank you for the kind words. That's the weirdest misspelled drop message I've ever seen. But if you are a real person, thank you, and I appreciate your kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is an AMA. You get to ask us any question that you want. We've got the 3D printer up in the background. We're hanging out. We're printing Tundra patches. We got these guys going. 5 gifted subs, 1,000 biddies. You get one of these automatically. You let me know where to send it through Discord, and I will send it there. Unfortunately, I don't have a website or anything up for these right now. But what else do you guys want to talk about this evening? What do you have? You can talk to me. You can talk to Kush. Kush is in the background, audio only right now once I get back over to this screen. And yeah, it's up to you guys to drive the first hour. In the second hour, we've got a great throwback for you this evening. It's going to be fantastic. We're playing a game that we haven't played in quite some time, so make sure to stick around. 20 minutes from now, that'll all be kicking off. Our contestants tonight will be Kush, Twisted, Mike from CMMG, and returning from a long hiatus, we've got Mose.
So,
Kushy, what do we got?
We do have in YouTube chat, Mr. Mom 310 asks, Mozambique or Dick Shot?
Dick Shot all day long, but the Mozambique looks cooler.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. Like, are there cameras? Mozambique. Are you in a rush? Dick Shot.
Okay, in all fairness, neither if there are cameras. In all fairness.
It depends. Are you forced to defend yourself? And it's very clear.
Okay, I mean, here's the
I
thing.
All the cameras.
Here's the thing. Okay, what do we know about self-defense engagements? At least from our, I'm not gonna disclaimer. I am not a fucking CQC self-defense expert at all. I've been through a fair amount of training. Contrary to the popular belief, I do actually shoot, and I am very passionate about it.
Also, we are not lawyers because our families love us.
Yes, correct. And we like other people too. Long story short, I am not an expert in anything I am about to say. I am just going to render an opinion. But when it comes to the practicality of that question, there is actually kind of a practical application or a practical twist you can make on this question for the Dick Shot. Okay, what do we know, Cushion, about a lot of self-defense engagements? At what distances do they happen? You've heard me talk about this many times before.
They are usually at contact distances.
Contact distances. You're usually drawing your gun within arm's reach of somebody, which means there's usually going to be a grapple for that gun, or there's usually going to be a fight for that gun, or there can be. There's a greater opportunity for it. Sorry, dude, you 2 bottles of Henny deep. I called it. You're all good, baby. You're all good. I just wanted to make sure you were a real human being and not a bot. You're all good. Drink away. I'm right there with you. I got my doers tonight, man. You know what? I'll tell you what. Benny with the Henny. Let's pour one. Let's pour one for each other right now. Okay?
I'm one too, 'cause I'm out too.
Don't get alcohol poisoning if you're too drunk to drink, which is tough, but if you're too drunk to drink, be safe about it. But if you can afford it, pour yourself another one, raise it up to the Tundra Nation. Benny with the Henny. This one's for you, baby.
Also, if you're too drunk to drink, step up and get better.
Sounds like a skill issue. If you're not in the hospital, are you really doing it right? Please don't send yourself to the hospital. Benny with the Henny. You like that, right? That's why they pay me. I'm an influencer. Well, they don't pay me much, but I am an influencer. I come up with clever shit all the time. Nah, that's my writer's job. Anyways, you know what? In all fairness, I like Benny with the Henny. I thought that was pretty good for an off-the-cuff thing.
Yes.
So we know, back to the question, we know that self-defense engagements, generally speaking, happen 3 to 5 meters away into contact distance. Most of them, for male statistics, self-defense engagements happen at relatively close range. We'll just say that as a broad sweeping statement. So there is a really valid what's the word I'm looking for, argument for the dick shot, because if you're aiming for the dick, there's a very, very good chance you'll hit the pelvis. And if you hit the pelvis, one of the biggest bones in the body, if not the biggest bone in the body overall,
Second biggest. I
second biggest.
Femur's the biggest.
Okay, fair enough. If you hit that pelvis, you're crumpling, you're down, and you're not getting up. So in Minnesota, I'm sorry, Kush, give me a second. In Minnesota, just like every other state, usually has different rules associated with the use of lethal force. Lots of arteries too. Very correct. The use of deadly force in Minnesota, you have to meet 4 pillars. You have to meet 4 requirements. I won't go over all of them. But one of them is, or one of the ideas is, or the rules, the laws is, you don't shoot to kill, you don't shoot to wound. The specific statute says you shoot to stop the threat. If you put a 9mm, like a 147 grain fast expanding 9mm into their pelvis, it hits bone, their knees are not going to exist anymore because they're going to crumple out from under their body. And there you go. They're on the floor. The threat is stopped. At that point in time, you're backing off, and you're no longer in a, well, I mean, you're not no longer in a threatening scenario, but your major threat in front of you is taken care of. At that point in time, then you can secure weapons. You can figure out what's going on. You can call the authorities, whatnot, and run it from there.
To go on with that, there is also, in most states, this is the case, the difference between attempted murder and aggravated
Once again,
assault
we're not
usually.
lawyers.
We're not lawyers. This is not legal advice. Do not quote me on this. It's going to be different in different places. But once you cross below the waistline in a shooting, it's usually not attempted murder.
Oh,
if they survive.
interesting.
It's aggravated assault. Although the legs in that area, as someone pointed out, lots of squirty boys around, so it does still happen. But if
once
they
again,
survive,
I've never heard that before, so I have no idea the accuracy of that statement. But at the same time, like I said, we're just talking about opinion right now, and we're just talking about what we think is the best course of action. I have I've had the pleasure of getting to know a guy up here in Minnesota who goes by the name of Todd Fossey, runs a company called Integrated Defensive Solutions, or Integrative Defensive Solutions, something to that effect. I haven't talked to him in quite some time, but he's been on the show a couple of times, and his big idea is don't be a gunfighter, be a fighter with a gun. And what they teach is they teach MMA, or they teach grappling with a firearm. So if you go to the ground, how do you protect your firearm? How do you effectively deploy that firearm? And how do you use it in a very close quarters, very intense, very high, very dynamic situation? If I want to turn into Travis Haley or Chris Costa in my explanation. So Todd has, I've had the luxury of getting to know Todd for a long time. He's a great dude, and he absolutely has never steered me the wrong way ever. His philosophy and his thought process of gun grappling and how you should shoot with your gun in a close quarters combat scenario has always resonated with me. And a lot of that has to do with shooting in extreme close levels where you don't get to do a Mozambique. You don't get the time to think. It's that gun is out of the holster. It's tucked up against your chest. You're protecting it, and you're pumping rounds right into that like pelvic region. And you're taking that person's legs out and putting them right on the ground so that they can't get your gun from you as fast as humanly possible. And to the best of my limited understanding of tactical application of deadly force, it seems to be a pretty solid play. I could be very wrong. I could be very, very wrong. And there's a significantly, GBRS group probably has a better way of putting it out. Of course they do. They're all fucking pipe hitters, and they're like the hardest dudes on the face of the planet. But still, well, maybe, I don't know. Depends on what you think of GBRS group. I know some people don't like them. But generally speaking, they know what they're talking about. And there's a ton of schools of thought. I genuinely, like, I'm scared almost at this point to render like solid opinions on things because of how much doctrinal change we see in the firearms industry. And that could be a whole nother talking point.
Month by month it changes. It's like, you guys
it's
should
flavor
do
of the
this, you
week.
should do this. Yeah.
But generally speaking, I will trust the guys that have been there, done that. To an extent, I've been there and done that too. but not to the extent of like DJ Shipley or Chris Peranto or, you know, some of these guys that really push this style of combat. And same thing referencing Todd Fossey from IDS. He knows he's probably forgotten more than I'll ever learn about close quarters fighting. And so I'd just much rather, instead of developing my own opinion on it, I would rather trust his. And there you go.
So one of the things that popped up in chat a while ago, not really a question, but
do we have anything from YouTube, or are they just being quiet over there? YouTube, step it up.
They're talking, but they're not really asking questions.
Okay. Sorry, YouTube. I didn't mean to yell at you.
What Alan Powell was saying a while ago is load that plate up and print like 6 or 8 of them at a time.
I plan on doing that. Every time I've done it so far, I've had a spaghetti print. So I'm at this point in time when we're doing small scale printing, I would just much rather save the material, print a single at a time, because I have a greater chance at a print success, and I use less glue on the cold plate for PLA.
So YouTube, McLeod, aka Doom, said just got a Glock 45 MOS because I already had a Swamp Fox Justice sitting around, and I can't find the darn dot. Gonna get me killed in the street, but I put a flashlight on it just for you. Any tips?
Fuck. Any tips? Okay, I guess I'll need more specifics. Where's the flashlight? Is the flashlight in place of the sight? Because you've got fucking problems, boyo.
That'll get you killed in the streets, yes.
You got fucking problems. Tell me where that flashlight is and I can answer that question. Tell me what kind of light you're running. Tell me where it's at. Like, I need to know more details before I can roast you on that one.
Which model of Olight is
Oh dear God, please don't say it's an Olight. Please don't say it's an Olight.
I'm from Florida and hatched in December. Are you watching me?
That's the YouTube comment I wanted to say. Well done, YouTube, for coming in and making me laugh. You hatched in December. Congratulations, happy birthday. And it's always good to have another Florida man in the chat. What else we got?
I'm looking right now. Alan Powell said, agreed with you. You should never print gun stuff. But if you do, you have one of the most accurate ones to do it with.
Hey, that's always great to hear. Who said that, Alan?
Alan Powell said
Thank you, Alan.
I'm kind of behind.
You're all good. We got 10 minutes to kill.
What is the first helmet you were going to make from Will's?
The helmet. Ooh, that's a good question.
That's funny.
That's a great question. So if I can find the designs for it, I would love to do Star Wars helmets. Genuinely love to do. Scotty was asking about print area earlier, and we never answered that question, I think.
That's right. Yeah. How big of a print area?
Because this is very associated with Will's question. You know, how big can I make the helmet? The print area on the Bamboo Labs X1C, if my recollection is correct, is 256 millimeters cubed. So 256 by 256 by 256 in height.
So not big enough to make a helmet that would fit you. Got it.
Well, you could print it in 2 separate pieces and clip them together, and I think my dome is probably big, small enough to fit in that. But as a single unit, no, I couldn't print a. Mose has Christmas pants on, and they are skin tight. Holy shit, that man walking away, he's been working out. Too bad he couldn't hear me. Yeah, right.
Chasing kids around does that.
Oh,
okay. Let's see.
I love how 10 minutes before the show, Mike's camera just went dead.
They all walked away.
Oh, they might be taking a break. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Make the dark helmet from Spaceballs. Oh my God, big fun. That'd be hilarious. Ricky, we'll have to talk about that later because I'm not that deep into it just yet. But yeah, if I have the ability to print it, I'll switch this over. Kush, they won't be able to hear you for a sec. If I have the ability to print it on 256 cubed, I would love to. Iron Man, Stormtrooper helmets, everything, my guys. I would absolutely love to do it. And with the print speed of this thing, I mean, 12 hours, 15 hours, we could probably have them done. So if you want those, I'll print whatever the fuck you want me to. Mario, that's an amazing idea. Oh, print Papas. Oh, that's an amazing Ghost Papas. That'd be an amazing idea, Mario. Send that one to me on Discord so I don't forget that, please. I've got so many things, so many people telling me what to print. This is my first week, by the way. Bamboo's not currently helmet class. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. The Berserker Predator helmet, you damn right. Dude, printing Papas would be awesome. If I could find a way to design that, like a little micro Papa, that would be super fucking cool, man. Good idea. Good idea. You think you saw somebody do a Mando helmet on that size? I feel like if you did it'd be a decorative helmet. No, Will, no. Okay, so Will didn't hear it earlier. No, I will not do that, Will. We're not talking about that here. 300 millimeter is helmet class. Okay, that's good to know. Well, decorative stuff, 256 should work. 256 should work. What other questions do we have as I switch the scene back over?
Cat Milk did ask quickly, doggo printed armor.
I don't know how effective plastic is going to be against the ATF, but Clone Trooper helmet with the Tundra Nation logo. Geeky, you just made a lot more dudes interested in you than were previously. So well done with that. Congratulations on your dating success in the future, because everyone just got interested in you for saying that. Every Star Wars nerd was just like, oh, this chick's all right.
Yeah.
What else we got? We got 7 minutes to kill, chat. 7 minutes to kill. 2 more questions. We can do this. I want to get 1 question in from YouTube, 1 question in from Twitch.
Goku said tactical taco holder. Not a bad idea.
Honestly, I'm kind of down for that. Tactical taco holder could be excellent. Okay, so the question is with that one though, what form factor do you go with? Do you go with like a soft taco, like a flour tortilla or a corn tortilla? Corn tortilla I think would be too difficult without it being cooked. It would just disintegrate. So you'd have to go flour.
I think as long as you have that shape and then a good arm coming off to the Picatinny rail, I think it'd be pretty good.
Oh, I was thinking armor mounted. You're thinking gun mounted tacos.
I'm thinking both, honestly.
Dude, you're thinking in the 4th dimension right now. I'm kind of liking where your head's at. Chat, if I printed a gun mounted Picatinny rail taco holster, literally, for hard shell tacos, would you buy one? I'll sell one to you. I'll figure it out.
He'll sell you almost anything. Could you print acorns?
Yeah.
Okay. That might also get you into a little bit of trouble, but...
Oh, why?
You don't know about the thing about the acorns with the Florida deputy?
I have not heard this one, no.
Okay. This will kill the 6 minutes that we have left.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
In, I think it's Okaloosa County, Florida.
For those who don't know, where is that in Florida?
I'm not exactly sure.
Central Florida, North Florida, South Florida?
I'm looking right now to... Oh, it is way up north in the Panhandle.
So, like Georgia,
like
Bama. Yeah, okay.
Bama. Yeah, it's over on the Bama side.
Rick is telling me it's hilarious, he says.
It really is. They had a guy in handcuffs in the back of a patrol car for harassing his girlfriend or baby mama or whatever, wife, not sure, harassing a woman. They called the cops. While they had him cuffed and they had searched him, she's showing pictures of texts he sent, and one of them appeared to have a suppressor, the end of a suppressor in the picture.
Okay.
So the cop went back to the car to go double check, because they didn't find a gun or a suppressor. So the cop is headed back to the car to double check, and as he gets up to the door to go open it, an acorn falls off the tree and hits the top of the car. He starts screaming, I'm hit, I'm hit.
The cop?
The cop starts barrel rolling away and then mag dumps into his patrol car. And then his partner also starts mag dumping into the patrol car. And when she finishes her first mag, goes, where are we shooting? And he goes, there, as he's still rolling on the ground, screaming, I'm hit, and mag dumping. And the suspect, luckily, not injured at all in all of this, but yes, rolling around on the ground, laying in the street, running to like someone's garage and hiding behind their car while trying to reload, screaming, I'm hit, and then finally going, I think I'm good, I think it hit the plate. And
so what you're telling me is I should 3D print some like falling acorns, like some falling acorn traps on my front porch?
Yes.
All right,
absolutely.
excellent news. Excellent news. Sounds like that really, I think tomorrow the phrase "chaos is a vitamin" will really kick off big time, and that feels to be. First of all, if I put that on a patch that just said "chaos is a vitamin," I think that would be a cool patch. What do you guys think?
It's vitamin chaos.
Vitamin C.
Yeah.
Vitamin C for chaos. That's a line from tomorrow's video, folks. So make sure to check out the video coming out tomorrow at what is it, 11 p.m.?
No, not 11 p.m.
11 a.m. Excuse me.
11 a.m. is
Central.
Central is our gold time. We've had a few that are a couple minutes late.
That's
here and
because
there.
of YouTube being fuckers.
Usually it's because of YouTube. I'll say that.
Yeah,
It's
vitamin
usually,
chaos.
Not always.
I liked it. Oh, dude, get an outline of Mattis's head. Vitamin chaos.
Oh, that's good.
That's pretty
Yeah.
fucking good. Chat,
That
should
is
I do
good.
it? Should I do it? What do you guys think? Outline of Mattis's head, USMC logo, Vitamin Chaos.
That would probably
Eagle. I should say Eagle Globe and
legitimately
Anchor USMC logo. What the fuck am I, an influencer?
sell. Yeah, I definitely think that would actually sell.
I think that
Especially
might
if you get it in,
actually.
the vinyl. And
Dude,
not just the plastic.
What I've
I think
learned
that would
is
really sell.
Marines will buy anything Marine Corps related. So if you want to make money doing printing stuff, just print stuff for Marines. That's all you have to do. It's going to be vulgar. It's going to be terrible. It's going to make you feel bad about yourself for printing it. But at the same time, you're going to make money because Marines will buy anything it's Marine Corps related. I've learned this. That's the way it be. One of the universal rules.
I got another idea. Just
Hey, you got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes to fill if you want to.
All right. Well, here's another idea for any Marines that are in either of the chats. What about it's on the patch. It's a picture of a crayon box, a couple crayons sticking out the top, but instead of it saying Crayola, it just says snack pack.
Oh, I love it. I fucking love it. Write it down. Write it down. That'd be cool. Savage needs one. There you go, Carolinian.
Yeah,
there you go.
Savage could use one for sure.
We'll definitely send him out some Marine Corps stuff. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that officially wraps up our number one. Cushing, if you can believe it, we did it solo tonight, man.
Hells yeah.
I think, Cush, this is actually a pretty cool milestone for us. I think in about 200 episodes, this is the first time I've done a solo stream without Scotty here. And it be successful. So thank you very much for contributing in the first hour. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a salute? Can we get an 07 for our boy Uncle Cushion, the technical director and studio engineer of the Tundra Nation? You're about to see him here on the screen in just a second. Let's go ahead and pull everybody in, Cush.
I'm doing my Stolen Valor thing first and saluting back.
You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it.
Alrighty. We got Mose, we got Mike, and we got Twisted.
Oh shit, you know what I just realized? That just pulled up on the main screen, so we'll go like this. Hey, is everybody there? Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello there.
How are we doing tonight, boyos?
Doing well.
First of all, yeah, Mose, you definitely look like you're the lead singer in a 5FDP cover band right now, and it's fucking hilarious. I love you. How are you doing?
I am doing good. We have been quite busy lately, but I'm doing pretty good.
I can imagine. Ladies and gentlemen, you might know this guy. You might not know this guy, but in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, we have an extra special guest tonight, Mose. Mose, wave to the camera for the folks. Hello. Now, you guys, for those of you who don't know Mose, Mose was an OG, or is an OG. He's still alive, believe it or not.
Hello?
Yeah, he's still alive. This isn't Tarkov. He's not dead. Anyways, Mose is an OG. He was, you could essentially consider him kind of a founding member of this show. I love how your lady's in the background, like trying to like hide off screen and everything. It's so cute. Anyways, Mose is an OG founding member of this show. And, of course, life happens. He had to step away from the show, go do his thing, become a famous racing car driver and iRacing streamer and all this crazy stuff. And then he races bikes for a living, does all this cool stuff that's gonna get him fucking killed one day.
I don't know. I don't think you know. I sold both the bikes.
Oh, no shit.
Yep.
You know what? Smartest thing you ever did, Mose. Smartest thing you ever did.
I'm gonna buy 2 more. I'm
Fuck
buying
you.
2 more for me.
God
and
damn
the
it,
wife.
Mose. God
You
damn
spoke
it.
too soon, Tyler. You
God
always speak
damn
too
it.
soon.
Son of a bitch. Anyways, Mose, thank you for coming back on. This man's an
Thank you for inviting
absolute
me.
legend. And Mose, I've got a very, very special treat for you tonight. You don't know what you just walked into, but you're going to be right at home.
What, do the farmers harvest the ravioli with shovels and rakes?
No, but it
What's
is.
going on?
It's this.
Clue number 1.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You picked a good night to join. In your lower right-hand corner, we have another absolute legend joining the stream tonight. Now, a lot of you folks will know this man's face from a recent video that we did about CMMG. And on your screen tonight is an employee of CMMG and a very, very close friend of the Tundra Nation, Mr. Mike Odell of CMMG fame. How are you doing this fine evening, sir?
Man, I get to see your beautiful face, so I'm doing great.
I must tell you, the new microphone sounds excellent. The new setup's looking good. I was talking to Kush in the pre-show how much I love the pop figures behind you and all like the Addams Family stuff, the horror stuff. It's great. You are a person that was put on this planet to echo all of the things that I love. So I could look at you and be like, this is a man of kin. He's a brother of mine. And I very much appreciate you coming on short notice for the second hour of the show. I understand that you're not feeling the greatest. So, Mikey, thank you for donating some of your time to us. And I hope you feel better soon. Dude, I'm getting over a double lung infection that I've had for 4 weeks. It's literally been a coughing fit.
Down for a bit.
Dude, it's been a coughing fit for straight up 4 weeks. And Nugenics works for him. Yes, exactly. Did you say eugenics, Scott? No. Before we get into the actual game itself, as I'm introducing everybody, as you guys can tell, it's a bit of an off lineup tonight. Pretty much everybody called out, and we've got the first alternate, Twisted Geek, here as well, locking it down. So, Twisty, how are you doing this evening too?
I am doing well. How are you this evening?
Dude, I'm fucking fantastic. We're watching the 3D print going on here. On the other screen, we've got another patch that's 96% done, so 5 gifted subs or 1,000 bits. If you were planning on donating it anyways, we'll net you a patch in addition just as a free bonus. So 5 gifties or 1,000 biddies gets you the patch. Check it out. It's the, by the way, it's the Problem Solver High Point patch. And I got to make sure I'm on the right thing here. We'll go big screen. It's this guy.
Wait, did you get the AMS too with that?
I did, yes. Dude,
Ooh,
I've got the whole
that's
thing.
Fucking sick.
I've
Dude.
got the only
That
thing.
is
The
sick.
only thing I realized that we can't do on this through the AMS is TPU. You can't do TPU through the AMS, so I can't print flexible patches. Motherfucker, who got a patch?
Yeah.
Big Fun gets a patch. All right, so we have four of the 6 patches that are made currently, spoken for already. Who gets the last one? That's the question. 5
So,
gifted subs or 1,000 biddies.
to the Twitch chat, predictions are up. Go ahead and make your predictions.
So you guys on the Twitch side of things, Goku, if you can figure this out on YouTube, that'd be awesome. But on the Twitch side of things, guys, you guys are going to be jetting your channel points, betting your channel points on
Raleigh Jancher. Hello?
Yeah, I smell toast. You guys are going to be betting your channel points on who you think is going to win the game tonight. Now, here's the big announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, you thought it was dead. You thought it wasn't coming back. But Cooter got the bug this week, and that could be a misleading statement. I just realized. But King Cooter, King Cooter is our writer of this segment, and he messaged me earlier this week, and he said, "Dude, I've got to bring it back." Now, I think I've given away the goat, but here's the clue for tonight, boys.
Clue number 2. Clue number 3. Clue number 4. Clue number 5. Clue number 6.
And if you've watched this show for any length of time, over probably 2 years, you know exactly what that means. Ladies and gentlemen, the grand return of the Initials! Ladies and gentlemen, the Initials is a game that we used to play here on the chat that kind of kicked off this second hour and got us into what now exists as 20 questions. In my opinion, Initials is the best version of a game that we've ever played. It's awesome. I've had something to base it off of. This is absolutely ripped off of a game that a radio show that I absolutely adore plays. I have ripped it off completely from them. Check out the Power Trip Morning Show if you like this segment. And check out their 500 episodes, guys. 500 episodes, 500 weeks. They've been doing this 10 years, almost 10 years. They've been doing this, and they're way better at it than we are. But I ripped it off of them, and we're going to be playing it tonight. Mike, because you've never played this, I will explain the rules in detail. It's similar enough to 20 Questions, the game that you've played before, that I think you'll slot right into it. And I think this is a more even game for everybody. I think people have more of like an equal chance of getting everything, and the rules are very similar. Here's how it goes. Now, actually, in true Tundra Nation fashion, I have not pulled up the actual Initials document, so let me get that here. Where's King?
Great success.
Great success, exactly. Thank you, Cushion.
And great success, very nice.
Oh, Mose, you're way too good at that. That is not. That's not fair. Okie dokie. I actually I should, if I knew you were coming on tonight earlier, I would have put that back on the sound bar. Damn, dude. Do I still have it? I don't think I do.
You are a big failure. Why do you fail me?
I also had I am going to commit great crime. The classics.
I am going to commit great crime. I'm going to bust nut in
classics.
water tower.
All right, so here are the rules. This is closed circuit to Mike and the chat. Courtesy of our buddy King Cooter. Let's put a round of applause together for our buddy King Cooter for writing out the Initials tonight. Well done, buddy. This is not an easy thing to do. This takes a couple hours worth of work, so please make sure to thank King Cooter in the respective YouTube and Twitch chats. He put a lot of work into this. Here are the rules. There are 12 sets of initials, Mike and chat. Each set of initials is going to be associated with 6 different clues. Those clues are going to go from very generic and very difficult to guess to extremely specific, to the point where on the 6th clue, everybody should have an equal chance of getting it. It doesn't always work out that way, but that is the idea. The first person to guess the clue correctly gets the point. If you think that you have the clue, or if you think that you have the initials, you're going to shout out your name. Your name is your buzzer. And at that point, you get 5 seconds to answer. If you get it correct, you will hear this sound.
That's right.
If you get it incorrect, you will hear this sound.
Failure.
And you will be out for the remainder of that round. So this is the major difference, Mike. In 20 questions, you can guess as many times as you want. In initials, you get 1 shot. Okay, so you got to make it count. You got to make sure. So the theory here is, do you guess early and potentially steal the point, or do you potentially lose the point by waiting and get a more accurate guess? First person to get to 12 points, or excuse me, not first person. We got 12 sets of initials. Highest score at the end wins. If there is a tie, we will have a tiebreaker set of initials, or we will go to a 20 questions for a single tiebreaker. We won't be playing tiebreakers for second or third place. It's just for first place. Ladies and gentlemen of the Tundra Nation and the panel, Mikey, do you understand the rules? You want me to repeat anything?
I'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out. Like I said, just listen to the initials, listen to the clues.
It sounds pretty straightforward.
Yep. And here we go.
Tyler, real quick.
Yes.
Go ahead, Mose.
You forgot to say one rule, and that is you cannot be watching chat.
That is true. You cannot be watching chat, and you cannot use Google.
This is a no Google, no chat.
Yep, you can.
So it levels me out on the playing field. My Google foo has been stunted now.
Yes.
I wanted to just say this. It feels so good to have Mose back, so that if there
the initials,
is a J,
right?
If there's a JM, I don't have to ring in for Mose and just scream out JMac every single time. Mose, I've done it every time. If there's a JM, it's Cushion, JMac, every time.
Every time.
Bro, you gotta honor it.
Hold on. It's Mose and A's until Cheese Whiz.
That is true. Yeah, Cheez-Its. Yeah, Mose has to.
I had like 2 boxes of like 3-month-old Cheez-Its in the kitchen. We just threw them out yesterday.
Why? You just got
because they're fucking 3 months old. I'm not eating them.
All you have to do is pour them on yourself. That's all you have to do. And
I'm
you can
married
be
now.
out from under the yoke of this insane accusation that you're unwilling to pour Cheez-Its on yourself.
Hey,
I'm
give me
married now,
20
and I
seconds,
think-
guys, 20 seconds. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm married, and I have a Venezuelan wife. She will throw a chancla at me every second for the rest of my
Why?
life if
For
I do that.
pouring Cheez-Its on yourself?
Yes.
Just take that orange shower.
No.
I don't know.
So you want to hear a
Lady-
funny? You want to hear a funny story that
I
I,
would
have
love
about
to.
Cheez-Its in a dream?
I would love to,
I had
actually.
I had a dream. So they make these buffalo hot wing flavored Cheez-Its.
Oh.
I had a dream that my wife got them and they were too spicy. So she went into the shower and put them in the corner and started washing them off with the shower head. And then
Your Venezuelan wife thought buffalo Cheez-Its were too spicy? See, this is
Yes.
not realistic.
But well, no, dude, this dream was wild. But
Okay.
anyways, she was washing off the flavoring in the shower, and all of a sudden, a vampire spawned, and
Ah.
that was the end of the dream.
Logical conclusion, actually,
Yeah.
I would say.
Hold on.
Point A to point B
Logical-
is clear to me.
Yes.
Logical possibility. Moses is a ginger. He stole the wrong soul. That's what gave him the bad dream.
That's entirely true as well. Either that or he covered the wrong 5FTP song. All right,
Oh,
ladies
God.
and gentlemen of the Thunder Nation, let's go ahead and kick it off. Dramatic music is cued. We're ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Panel, are you guys ready for initial set number 1?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Your first set of initials is going to be MD. Mike Delta MD. Here we go.
Clue number 1.
Connected to tinnitus. Mose.
Military disability.
Incorrect.
Damn.
Mose is out for the remainder of just this round. That was a very good guess, though. Here we go.
Clue number 2.
Related to being in the Goldilocks zone.
Clue number 3.
Known for spitting fire.
Twisted. Muzzle device.
Incorrect. Twisted is out for the remainder of this round. So it is just Cushion and Mike left on the board.
Clue number 4.
Associated, Twisted, you should have waited for this one. Associated with rap videos. You've probably seen one or two of these in your time in a rap video.
Clue number 5.
Linked to the country of Romania and specifically Century Arms.
Cushion.
Cushion, going for it.
Mini Draco.
That is correct. Guys, does it not feel good? Does it not feel good to be back on the initials? Holy shit, dude, I slotted back into the host like that. I was a little worried. That I wouldn't remember how to play the game because it's been like a year and a half since we played the initials.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm right
been a
back
hot
in. Your final set of your final clue, just for the sake of Mike and getting him on the same page. Your final clue, the giveaway, is wrong button. Sorry.
Clue number 6.
Clue number 6 would have been the AK pistol between the standard and micro variants. The Micro Draco. All right, here we go. Cushion's on the board first with 1 point. Let's see if anyone else can get point number 2, or if Cushion's going to start running away with it with AW, Alpha Whiskey AW. Before we get to guessing, Mikey, how you feeling? You understand the bit?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Gotcha.
AW, Cushion, you're up. Alpha Whiskey.
No, I'm not up. You're up.
I'm up. Excuse me. 20 questions is not the way we're playing. You are absolutely
you talked
correct.
such a good game about slotting
Right.
right back into the host thing, and then fucked it up.
And then I
20
fucked it
seconds
up.
Later.
Yep. That's why you don't count your eggs,
Or
right?
he's playing host like he normally would.
Exactly. I'm not that drunk yet, honestly. I'm still at about a 3 out of 10. AW, here we go. Alpha Whiskey. And where's the button?
Clue number 1.
Connected with construction. By the way, another rule of initials is the panel collectively, all of you guys collectively, anyone can initiate this, but the panel collectively gets one time ask for a repeat of the initials, okay? AW, that's all you get.
Clue number 2.
Associated with steel.
Clue number 3.
A common sight at a gunsmith shop.
Twisted.
Twisted.
Arc welder.
Incorrect.
Failure.
Twisted is out for the remainder of this round.
Clue number 4.
Building guns is not easy, so get a grip.
Clue number 5.
A common item used to assemble ARs.
Cushion.
Mo's got it first.
A wrench.
Failure.
Incorrect. Cushion was up next.
Armorer's wrench.
And Cushion has 2. Mikey, I'm sure you were right there behind him.
Yeah.
I had half
Armorer's
the word.
wrench. You are correct.
My name.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You have to say your name. You have to say your name. That is, excuse me. Another rule. I believe we had this rule in 20 questions as well, but I'll say it again. You do have to say the words correctly or the way that they're meant to be pronounced. If you mispronounce a name, if you mispronounce somebody's actual name or, pronunciation, you will get it wrong. Or if it's super close, I will send it over to the chat to have them rule on your fate. Clue number 6.
Failure.
Number
wrong button.
6.
Clue number 6 is a firearm tool to tighten castle nuts, barrel nuts, and muzzle devices. Stand by 2. All right. Here we go with initial set number 3. The score is as follows. 2 running the board for Kush. Everybody else with the donut. Initial set number 3 is this. MG. Mike
Nice cut,
Golf. MG.
That's a
Mike
bait.
Golf. Here we go. Where's the button?
Clue number 1.
Related to tactics.
Clue number 2.
Associated with special forces.
Clue number 3.
Linked to the state of Utah.
Clue number 4.
Connected to contingency.
Clue number 5.
An expert in counterterrorism, security, and crisis management operations. Twisted.
Mike Glover.
That is
That's right.
correct.
Wow.
Twisted is on it tonight.
Wow.
Putting the point up on the board on clue number 5. Clue number 6.
Clue number 6.
He served as a sergeant major in the Army and is CEO of Fieldcraft Survival. Mike Glover
I got it there.
was the correct answer. Mikey, how you feeling about these clues? Do you think you get most of them by clue number 6?
Oh, definitely.
You have at least a shot? Good. All right.
I mean, yeah, as long as nobody else buzzes in before me.
Right? You know what, Mikey? I have a feeling you're going to get on the board tonight. You're going to surprise us. All right, here we go. Next set of initials coming up to number 4. We have UK. That's Uniform Kilo. And this is one of those. Mike, do you need a repeat on the one of those rules?
I think I can fumble through it.
Okay, so generally speaking, one of those is a set of 2 initials that in the actual name contains more than just 2 sets of initials. It's usually just the first and last initial. There's something in between, though. That's kind of how this means, or what this means. Here we go. UK Uniform Kilo.
Clue number 1.
Related to rejecting modernity. Which, by the way, if you want to pick up the new Reject Modernity 1911 t-shirt, I'm sure one of the moderators can post links to where those can be found. Goku in the YouTube side of things, and Cat Milk, I'm sure, can drop one in the link to where you can find that t-shirt for the Tundra Nation. It's our first new t-shirt in quite a long time. Related to rejecting modernity is clue number 1.
Clue number 2.
This is a National Historic Landmark. I'm going to reverse. Cooter, if you're listening, I'm going to reverse the 2 clues here. 3 and 4 should be flipped in the future.
Clue number 3.
Linked to the Battle of Okinawa, the Korean War, and the Cold War.
Clue number 4.
Actually, I'm going to switch 3 and 5 here, too. This flew the Jolly Roger and had a pirate painted on its forward smokestack.
Clue number
Cushion.
5.
Cushion, going for it.
USS Kitty Hawk.
Incorrect.
Failure.
Incorrect. This is associated with warships. Everyone's still in it except for Cushion.
Clue number 6.
Final clue. The only surviving U.S. destroyer still in her World War II configuration, named after Rear Admiral Isaac C. Kidd.
Mose. USS Kid?
That is correct, Mose. Well done. I feel like that giveaway clue is so obvious. Like people were scared it was a trap.
Yeah.
I walked into it, door open. I was like, I'm going for it.
Fatal funnel.
I
He
mean,
ripped it.
We're-
in his voice when he said that.
We are sprinting through the fatal funnel with this
Yes. Yeah. Get through it as fast as you can. You might survive. All right. Moving up into initial set number 5. One on the board for everybody except for Mikey, but that is not unheard of before. New players generally tend to get stiffed on this one. Sorry, Mikey, but I appreciate you playing anyways. Here we go with initial set number 5, and it's going to be LM. That's Lima Mike. LM.
Clue number 1.
Linked to being inside.
Clue number 2.
This is related to Californians feeling inadequate. That really narrows it down.
Yeah.
Clue
Thank you.
number 3.
Connected to advanced weapons and components. I just read the next clue. It makes me laugh.
Number 4.
Related to thrusting long wooden shafts and pointy heads.
Clue number 5.
Associated with being translucent.
Cushion.
Cushion.
Lancer Mags.
He's on it. Hat trick for Cushion. Hits it. Very well done. Lancer Mags. I will accept Lancer Mags or Lancer Magazine. It's technically Lancer Magazine, but Lancer Mag is okay with me as long as you guys in the chat are okay with it. I think that's okay. Clue number 6.
Clue number 6.
Was a popular alternative to Magpul as your firearms feeder. Everyone gets it on
Wow.
6, I think.
That's
Maybe.
jam-tastic.
Yeah, oh, Lancers don't jam. They're great. I love my Lancer Mags.
Not as bad as GI Mags, I'll tell you that.
Well, nothing is as bad as GI Mags.
No.
Here's the thing, though. Twisted, and Mike can confirm this, can jam any fucking gun with any fucking magazine.
Twisted can break 22 caliber machine guns made from CMMG any day of the week as long as you give them to him in Georgia at the IV shoot.
Yep,
As long as those specific conditions are met and the gun probably has, I don't know, 150,000 rounds put through it, then something weird can happen. But
Hey,
to be frank, that wasn't CMMG's fault and it wasn't Twisted's fault. It was just a circumstantial thing. But
look, no, give it to CMMG because I only broke one of their guns. I broke everybody else's.
that is true. You broke a lot of other guns on the line and you only broke one of CMMG's, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting invited back, Twisted. Or at least if I get invited back, I have to promise not to bring you.
The fuck you won't.
I know. You're 100% on the list.
I'll come in his spot.
We have to give you a badge that says
Mose, actually, yes, you're on the list for next year. So once I get you the dates, just keep that area clear because you're so close and we've got to hang out. So
Yes, sir.
all right, here we go. We're coming up to halftime. Once we complete this, we're at the halftime mark. And if you can believe it, we're pretty much right on time. We're about 5 minutes early. Let's go with initial set number 6, and that's going to be CP. That's Charlie Papa CP. Before we get into the initials, though, I would like to shout out the number of viewers that we have watching collectively between YouTube and Twitch. It's a fat 69. Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Excellent.
Charlie Papa CP.
Clue number 1.
Clue number 1, associated with the C. And I did spell C, or it was spelled CEA, just for clarification's sake.
TEA or SEA?
Thank you, SEA. Now the liquor's kicking in.
This is why he doesn't write the scripts, folks.
100%. All right, here we go.
Clue number 2.
The muse in this was not inspirational.
Clue number 3.
Related to the Recast podcast.
Clue number 4.
Linked to Somali pirates.
Mike.
Mike.
Captain Phillips.
He's on the board!
Oh, shit.
Wow. Wow.
Let's go, Mikey! Clue number 5.
Clue number 5.
Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Yeah, giveaway right there.
Yep. And then number
Clue
6.
number 6.
The biographical action film based on 2009, the Alabama cargo ship hijacking starring Tom Hanks.
Great
Mikey,
movie.
you've gotten onto the board, buddy. Well done. On initial set number 6, everyone's still in it. Cushion's out in the lead by 2. Everybody else has 1. Mike, you're, as my dog is going bananas in the background. Cammy, would you like to say hi? Come here. Come here. Come on. Hello, puppy.
Cammy.
Who's your good girl? Who's your good stinker, huh? Yeah, you're my good puppy. Cammy got a new collar. Come here, show it off. You got your new pink collar on. Yes. Yes, your big pretty leather collar. My mom picked this up for her very generously. Hello. Oh, the kisses. Thank you. Cammy is our our Tundra Nation mascot here, and the Tundra Nation HQ bodyguard. And she is the best. Yes, Cammy is in fact losing her mind. We've hit the halfway point, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check in with the contestants here at halftime. Cushion, you're well out in the lead at 2 points. How you feeling right now, man?
I'm feeling good. It's nostalgic. It's
It is.
nostalgic.
It feels
I'm trying to
so
conjure up
good.
a Steve here with the nostalgia.
It feels so good to be back in the initials. Twisty, you've had the opportunity to play the initials many times over the course of the years. How does it feel to be back, man?
You know, it's kind of like getting on a bike that's been unoiled, ungreased, and unridden for a long time.
Needs a little bit, yeah. It needs a little bit of chooch. You got to get her going a little bit, but hey, you know, eventually you get there. Now, Mose, I know.
Downhill, you're good.
Mose, I know, has many
That's what she
fond
said.
memories of the initials. Mose, do you feel like we've maintained the spirit, the core set of initials going into tonight's episode?
It's just like if we got back on Tarkov. We haven't missed a beat.
The Gooch Scoot forever, baby. The Gooch Scoot forever. Ladies and
I've shown
gentlemen.
so many people that move.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching, well, I don't know. Do you even stream anymore?
I uninstalled Tarkov. I haven't touched that game since we last
no.
played.
Well, you're into racing now. That's it. That's your
Well,
life.
that and I've tried Tarkov a few times. I've gotten to level 30 most of the wipes since then.
Okay, so you're not trying you're playing it significantly. You're not committing. Like you're not committing like to Kappa or anything like that again.
No. Oh God, no. Goodness no. But not only that, but like
Look at that man's
just the way
face when I said Kappa. That brought back horrible memories for him.
Bro. No, it's just the way that they're taking the game and the direction that they're going with it. I don't quite agree with it.
Fair enough.
Arena is a ton of fun though. I have enjoyed Arena.
I knew you would like Arena. I know
Phenomenally.
you and Kush should play. Sounds like you
I need
guys
to
might light
reinstall
some
it.
shit up.
I need to
smash
reinstall it.
on Arena.
Yeah, Cushion is the resident Tundra Nation Arena expert.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, Mikey, it's your first time playing the initials. You're halfway through. What are you thinking of the game? How do you feel? What do you think your chances are maybe for pulling a dub out tonight?
I'm just happy that I didn't call out somebody else's name.
Right? That I'm fairly certain that's happened at least once or twice before to fuck me up.
No, pulling out dub. That's gonna be tough to get back and possibly beat Kush here. But
well, honestly, Mose I think has more overall points in the initials probably than Kush does, just due to the amount of time he's spent on the show. And he was one of the all-star players back in the day. So if Mose hits a groove, we all better watch out. But yes, Kush is generally the odds-on favorite for 20 questions, at least in the past little bit, and a lot of those things translate very well over into the
just for
initials.
clarification, is it just 1 point across the board, or do you get different points depending on which clue
There
you
is
get it on?
one point per initials, 12 sets. If there's a tie at the end, then we'll have a tiebreaker. But 12 sets of initials, no bonuses, no extra points, no nothing. You either get it or you don't. Good? That answer your question?
Yep.
All right, let's move into the back half of the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're right on time, 1 minute over time now. Moving on to initial set number 7, and we have LB Lima Bravo. You like how I hit the post on that music gap there? LB Lima Bravo. Send it. Here we go.
Clue number 1.
Linked to the military.
Clue number 2.
Related to science.
Clue number 3.
Connected to explosions.
Mike.
Mike, going for number 2.
Little boy.
Say it again, please.
Was it little boy?
That is correct.
Wow.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Mikey, on clue number 3. That's a big win. I'm telling you, you're 1 point out of the lead, or you're 1 point out of tied for the lead right now, Mike. 2 points on your first showing. That is honestly, Mike,
Well done.
I'm not trying to butter you up here, even though I would, in given any case or any opportunity. That's almost unheard of. 2 points on the first game is almost unheard of. Well
In a row,
done.
mind you. In a
Here
row.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Here we go with the rest of the initials for everybody.
Clue number 4.
This was a thin man before it was reworked.
Clue number 5.
Associated with the Enola Gay. And finally,
Clue number 6.
the name of the type of atomic bomb used in the bombing of Hiroshima, or Hiroshima, depending on how you want to pronounce it. And that is your 6 clues for Little Boy. Well done, Mike, for putting your second point on the board in a row. Now taking a firm grasp of second place. On to initial set, item number 8. MT, Mike Tango. MT, that's Mike Tango.
Mose?
Mo's going for it on clue 0.
Dude, I'm doing it. Military transport.
Incorrect.
Failure.
It was a ballsy play, Mose, and I love you for it, but you are out for the remainder of this round.
It's happened like twice to me.
And it's super cool when it happens. It's a high risk,
know.
high reward play.
Clue number 1.
Clue number 1 without Mose is going to be connected to bullets.
Clue number 2.
A West Coast attraction.
Clue number 3.
Related to pig.
Clue number 4.
Fuck you, Cooter. Associated with a gun tuber who actually shoots guns.
Damn.
Damn, Cooter. Fuck you.
Bruh.
Yeah. Can I get another one?
Bruh.
Thank you. All right.
Clue number 5.
This consists of a leather jacket skin followed by a pork steak, pectorals, pork ribs, bag of oranges. Go ahead, Kush.
Twisted.
Meat target.
That is correct. Meat target is the right answer. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already picked up your Paul Harrell Legends t-shirt, follow the links that the mods will be posting in the chat, respectively, in the YouTube side and in the Twitch side of things tonight. Please support our friend Paul. He's given you literal over a decade worth of entertainment for almost nothing. Please support him in his time of need by picking up a Paul Harrell Legends t-shirt. All profits go to the support. I think it's all proceeds, but I'm going to say it the way I was told to say it. All profits go towards Paul and his family. All right. So meat target was correct. This consists of a leather jacket skin followed by a pork steak pectorals, pork ribs, a bag of oranges, more pork ribs, 4 layers of t-shirt front and back, and a fleece bullet stop. That goes to Cushion. Well done. Clue number 6 for this one.
Clue number 6.
Paul Harrell's created simulation of a person using animal products for firearms demonstration purposes even. Do we all get there on 6? Mose didn't get that one? Fair enough.
I don't watch Paul.
Well,
although I am tracking.
You're
and aware
tracking
of the situation. Yeah.
Understood. Good
And
call.
when I saw the call to go subscribe to get 1 million, I
My man, good
did my
job.
due diligence.
Good job. Raise your hand, by the way, in chats, in the YouTube chat. Kush, shout these out on the YouTube side of things, if you could. Oh, that's right. You can't have chat open. Never mind. But just raise your hand. Raise your hand in chats if you've already picked up a Paul Harrell Legends t-shirt so I can shout you out for being a legend yourself. All right, here we go. Initial set number 9. PA. That's Papa Alpha. PA. Good job, Big Fun. Good job, Cat Milk. Papa Alpha.
Clue number 1.
Connected to being tased.
Clue number 2.
From green to blue.
Clue number 3.
Associated with career choices. It's okay. Go ahead, Twisted.
Police Academy.
That is correct. Well done, Twisted, putting the second point up on the board. So we got 2 2s, a 3 and a 1. 3 from 3 for Kush, 2 for Twisted and for Mikey, and 1 for Mose. Here's the rest of the clues for PA Police Academy.
Clue number 4.
Related to a 1980s comedy.
Clue number 5.
Failing this is a cop-out. That's a great clue.
Clue number 6.
And a training program to join law enforcement. Failing this is a cop-out is a fantastic clue, Cooter. Well done.
Play on words.
Excuse me, 4. It's 4, 2. So it's, okay, going around the horn. We got 4 for Kush, 2 for Twisted, 1 for Mose, and 2 for Mikey. Well done, Mike. 2 on the board. That's fucking awesome, man, for the first game. That's really good. Here we go. Let's see if Mike can get 3 and stay in the running. At this point, we have 3 left, so everyone is still on the board to tie. If Cushion gets 1 more, that eliminates our friend Mose. So, Mose, you pretty much got to run the board to stay in the running here for the win. So all the pressure is on you. Here we go with MB Mike Bravo for item number 10. MB Mike Bravo. Here we go. It was Police Academy. Cushion going for it on 0.
Muzzle brake.
No.
Failure.
So Cushion is out for the remainder of the round. He had the freedom. He had the bonus point to use, so he used it right there. Here we go.
Clue number 1.
For MB is linked to insertion, one of Cushion's favorite activities.
Yee. Giggity.
Clue number 2.
By the way, I will say this, for this, I will accept 2 pronunciations. 2 pronunciations of this. It is up to you to figure out which 2 are acceptable. Clue number 2 is associated with 1847.
Clue number 3.
Related to the Crimean War and the American Civil War.
Clue number 4.
Connected to muzzle loading. Twisted, going for it.
Mini ball.
That is correct. That is one of the 2 pronunciations I would have accepted. Mini ball, I would have also accepted because that's the common pronunciation, but mini ball, I think, is what's considered to be the proper pronunciation. Am I incorrect in that or correct in that?
I think you're correct.
Mini ball is the correct answer. Well done, Twisted, getting on the board. That officially eliminates Mose from contention for the win, but he can still take points away from 2nd and 3rd place because they are all still in the running. Mike, you are now on the block. Yeah, you got to run the board. You got to run the board to win here. Or run the board to tie, excuse me. And we'll have to go to a bonus point. Cooter, let's get a bonus queued up just in case because it's a very close game. Mose, I still encourage you to play to your best because you still can ruin other people's nights, and I know you love doing that. Here we go.
Hard call of real life. I'm here for it.
You know it, baby. Final 2, initial set number 11. We have C, D. Excuse me. Let's go through the remainder of the clues here real quick.
Clue number 5.
For mini ball or mini ball, clue number 5 was linked to the Springfield Model 1861 and the British Pattern 1853 Enfield.
Clue number 6.
And finally, a hollow-based bullet designed by Claude Monet. Claude Monet, or Claude Monet, however you want to pronounce it. CD is our initial set number 11. Charlie Delta, CD. Here we go.
Clue number 1.
Linked to Saddam Hussein. Interestingly enough, I did not know that.
Clue number 2.
Did somebody say their name?
Nope.
Okay. Clue number 2 is connected to the year 1966.
You said it was CD.
That is your 1 repeat of initials. Yes, it is Charlie Delta CD. No more asking for repeats of the initials from this point forward for this clue.
Clue number 3.
Clue number 3 is it's associated with double action.
Clue number 4.
It is not Surrectile Dysfunction or Celtic Dictionary or Clinton's Democracy or Chemical Depository. All of you guys, great answers, but no, they are incorrect. Clue number 4 is linked with 22 Long Rifle and 38 Special. Mo's going for it?
This probably isn't even a thing, but Cult Destroyer.
Incorrect.
Failure.
And to the best of my knowledge, that is not a thing, but it was a solid guess. You are out for the
Sounded
remainder
like
of this
something Cult would
round.
make.
It was a good Hail Mary shot trying to steal a point from somebody else, Mose, but unfortunately you're out. Here we go. Clue number 5. Associated with the team named of an Arizona sports team. Or a team name of an Arizona sports team. Associated with the team name of an Arizona sports team.
You can do it.
I will get there eventually. I appreciate you.
Clue number 5.
A Colt manufacturing company revolver inspired by the Colt Python. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh my God, I know
1.
Failure.
Oh no, Cushion had it. Hold on, stand by.
Colt
And
Detective.
go.
Colt Detective.
Incorrect. All right, that resets the timer. You
Mike.
cannot. Mike,
Oh, well, I said it right after he said Kush, but
go ahead.
am I in?
You are in.
Colt Diamondback.
That is correct.
That was
Mike A keeps himself alive with Colt Diamondback CD, a Colt manufacturing company revolver inspired by the Colt Python. It brings it down. Mikey's still in it. That officially eliminates Twisty. No, Twisty's still in it too. Excuse me. So Twisty, Mike, and Cushy are still in it. Mose is trying to ruin somebody's night by stealing a point away and giving the victory to Kush. So if right now, if Kush or Mose gets a point, Cushion wins. If anyone else gets a point, we force the tiebreaker. We have 20 questions tiebreaker. Okay, perfect. All right, we've got it. We've got it. All right, here's our final set of initials. Cushion for the win on this one. It's all on the line. You could say this is for all the Tostitos. If you get that reference, you're old. Here we go. ST Sierra Tango. ST Sierra Tango.
Clue number 6. Clue number 1.
Here we go. Associated with divisions.
Clue number 2.
Connected to being captured. Wow, Scotty bringing up Scott takes. That is incorrect, but also a great throwback.
Clue number 3.
Related to not having the right to remain silent.
Clue number 4.
For your shooting enjoyment, this needs to be a bore. Spelled B-O-R-E, by the way.
Clue number 5.
The reason this might be a felony to own is baffling.
Clue number 6.
A firearms cleaning system that is designed. Mike,
Solvent trap.
Say it again, Mikey.
Solvent trap.
He keeps himself alive. 4 points. Mike, you have broken the record for a first-time player on the chat tonight. 4 points, keeping himself in the running, forcing the tiebreaker. What a gamer. What a fucking gamer. CMMG is showing up tonight. Mike is showing up tonight, representing hard. You love to freaking see
couldn't
it.
think of the word solvent. I knew what it was, but I couldn't think of the word solvent. I was fucking stuck.
Oh, that's the challenge of this game, man. That's the challenge of this game.
Like,
All right.
pictures were flashing in my head. Like,
Yep,
what's
yep.
he going for?
All right. Well, now we change the rules of the game completely, and we move back to 20 questions. This is only between Uncle Cushion and Sandman762, aka Mike from CMMG. Those are the only 2 people that can ask questions. First person to shout out their name and get the right answer, unlimited guesses, gets the point and the win. Mike is playing the initials for the first time. He has just broken the record for points scored for a first-time player, and he's going for the win. I don't believe this has ever happened before. A first-time player getting a win on the initials in the probably 200 versions of this game, 200 episodes of this game that we've done, possibly more. So Mike, lots of pressure here. Don't let it phase you. 20 question set of initials. We'll start off with Cushion, the reigning champion. He gets to go first. WP. Whiskey Papa. Cushion, I know you love it. Go for it.
God damn it, I hate you, Cooter. I fucking hate you, Cooter.
Unlimited guesses.
Is this a chemical?
This is not a chemical. Mike.
All right.
Is it a firearm?
It is not a firearm. Cushion.
Is this a person?
This is not a person. Oh, Cat Milk did it first and a tiebreaker. Excuse me, Cat Milk. I apologize. It's been a long time. So Mike would be the second person to win if we did it here. Mike?
Is it military terminology?
Related. Military related, yes.
Is it a place?
It's not a place. Mike? I'll give you a clue after Mike's guess.
I say, like, is it a structure?
Ooh, that's a really good. I'll say yes to that. All right, here's your first clue. This is formerly known as the Treaty of Friendship, Cooperation, and Mutual Assistance. That's your first clue. Kush, you're up.
With this being back to 20 questions, are we able to use Google?
You can use Google now, yes.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm not over here not doing Google. I'm gonna forego the Google.
I don't think it's gonna help me anyway.
Kush, you're up. You're up. You're on the clock.
Is this in the United States?
This is not in the United States. Mike, you are up next. After Mike will give another clue.
And we just go ahead and have the clue.
You gotta do something. Give me something.
That's a yes or no question. That's a yes or no question.
That is in fact a yes or no question. I have to answer, and I guess yes. So here you go. This was a collective defense treaty signed between the Soviet Union and other Eastern Bloc socialist republics. Mike, going for the win.
Like the Western Pact?
Say it again, please.
Western Pact?
Incorrect.
No.
Incorrect. Back to Cushion. Cushion.
Warsaw Pact.
That is correct.
Number one.
For the win. Cushion gets it. He sneaks it out from under Mikey.
Mike gave it to me.
Yep.
I wasn't thinking Pact. Like I was trying to get there, but I had no idea.
I knew I had the W wrong.
Yep.
Mikey, I gotta tell you, dude, that is a fantastic showing for a first time out, man. 4 points on the board in your first. Dude, that is like almost retirement category. Like if somebody shows up and gets 4 points in their first time, I might have to retire him right out the gate. You might not be able to come back on. You were too good.
He's coming back.
That's a hell of a way to get rid of me.
You thinking so? You think Cushion? Raise your hand in the chat if we should let Mike back on. Do we vote for Mike to come back on the show? Raise your hand in the chat. All right, the panel.
He's gonna replace me.
The panel has it. Yeah, Cushion might get retired here soon, so Mike might end up replacing. You never know. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're pretty much right on time. We're only 10. Oh, Mike, apparently you're quite popular. You're quite popular in the Twitch chat. I don't know what the YouTube chat's saying right now, Kush. You can bring them up, but the Twitch chat is blowing up for Mr. Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, before we go any farther, if you're just joining us, let's introduce you to the people on the screen right now. Of course, you might know me. I'm Tyler. I do this thing called Tundra Gaming Live. And I do I have a small YouTube channel, moderately successful YouTube channel over there called Tundra Tactical. So you might know me from there too. But in your upper left-hand corner, we have the absolute unit and legend that is one of my writers, Mr. Uncle Cushion. Uncle Cushion, how you doing tonight, baby?
I'm doing okay. The bourbon's been treating me well.
The scotch has been treating me well, so I'm right there with you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever laughed at a Tundra video because it was so damn savage, the joke was so damn savage that it made you chuckle, it was probably because of Rasputin in your upper right-hand corner, our local Florida man. Mo's like that one.
I don't think Mose was around for
I don't think so.
Rasputin.
I don't think so. Next Halloween, dude, you have to go as Rasputin. You just have to. Yeah. You have to get yourself an Eastern Orthodox outfit. You have to go out and just be creepy as hell, which I'm sure you can do on your own.
Spitting fucking image of Rasputin. That took me way off guard.
Yeah. He just needs to get a cloak. That's it.
Exactly. He doesn't need anything else. Yeah, he just needs the cloak, and he has it. Look up a picture. Kush, look at the camera. Stone face. Just look at the camera. Look up a picture of Rasputin and look at that face. It is the same person. It is the same person. Anyways, in your upper right-hand corner, we have the money of the Tundra Nation, our executive producer, a.k.a. The glorious person who helped me pick up this 3D printer that you see on the screen right now, Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon. We have the absolute unit that is Twisted Geek. Twisty, how you doing tonight? How's Initials coming back to it for the first time in a long time?
Doing well. Hey, I'm happy with it, you know. I was a little bit slow on a couple of them, but that's okay.
Failure.
That was technically a misinput, but it was very well timed, so I'll allow it. Okay, Twisted, I gotta say this. First of all, number one, super happy that you came on tonight. Thank you for filling in on short notice.
Thank you for having me.
If you can't tell, folks, how many bits for Kush to wear a cloak? You'll have to work that out with him. I'm not gonna take bits for wearing Cushion wearing costumes. You will definitely have to work that out with him on his streams. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, you can find Cushion here on streams regularly, streaming Tarkov and Tarkov Arena. So make sure to go check him out over on Twitch. Hit that follow button. One of Cushion's big goals this year, if I'm understanding everything correctly, is to grow the Twitch following quite a bit. He'd like to become a full-time pro streamer, and he needs your help. So click on his name or find Uncle Cushion, all one word, over on Twitch. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. He absolutely rocks shithouse in Tarkov Arena. In your bottom left-hand corner, we have a guy, a face that you have not seen in many moons, but he is back even.
I has back, yes.
I has Cheeseburger as well. He's back. A lot of new crazy shit happening in the Mo's life. We've had a lady. We've had a kid. We've had racing. We've had all kinds of crazy stuff happening with Mo's. He's moving up in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Mo's, we haven't talked to you on the stream in about, I don't know, probably 3-ish months since you've last been on. What's been going on?
The last time I was here was 20 questions last year.
Okay, so a little bit longer than that.
It was probably like 8 or 9 months ago.
So 8 or 9 months. What the hell you been up to, man? What have you been getting after?
Been getting after work and life.
Dude, tell me how much life changes when you have a fucking kid, right?
Dude, it is nuts. Like,
how's the little one doing?
She's great, man.
How old? She's what,
now.
Year and a half?
5 months.
5 months? Fuck, dude. Yeah. Okay, time flies for me, but it doesn't fly for me outside of my own life, apparently.
Like in 6th grade now, right?
Yeah, right.
She just graduated high school, right?
Honestly, that's a really funny joke, and I might start doing that to people who have just had kids. Be like, so your kid just graduated? They're like, no, she's 8 months. It's like, oh, sorry, dude, I just lost track of time. I have kids too. Because that's the way it goes, Mose. You can attest to this. Yeah. The days, what I've always said with kids is the days are short, the years are long.
Yeah. Yeah, like
no, other way around. Other way around. The years are short. Yep, the years are short. The days are long. You saw me processing that. The years are short. The days are long. So, like the day-to-day stuff, it sometimes can feel like a drag. But it's almost like if you blink and you fall asleep, it feels like 3 months have gone by, and your daughter or your kid, or we have Mose and I have daughters. Your daughter is 6 months older, and it's just all of a sudden, bloop.
Dude, it feels like yesterday. I was holding her in my arms right after she was born. I'm just like, what in the world?
Wait till
And now
she starts.
she's 5 months old.
Yeah, wait till she starts talking to you and walking around and shit, and you're like, who gave you permission to grow up?
Why do you have free autonomy? This isn't allowed.
One of my daughters, I can't spell around. So, like, if I want to be like, oh, we got some C-A-N-D-Y around, she's like, you got fucking candy?
Dude, you got to find a new option, man. Lots of girl dads in the chat or on the panel tonight, by the way. Lots of girl dads on the panel tonight. Actually, all of us except for Mike.
I know the American Sign
Actually, I don't know. Mike, do you have kids? Mike, you there? Great talk.
Mike's having
Frozen.
Yeah. He's having
Fair
some
enough.
lab
We'll get
issues.
to Mike here in a second.
Wait till they steal your keys to the car.
No.
I don't see. Twisty is the only one in the panel right now that's old enough to have experienced that. I have not experienced that, and I'm not looking forward to that day. But ladies and gentlemen, right now we move back into Ask Us Anything. This is Tundra After Dark, so you can ask us anything that you want. Cushion here. Cushion, wave to the camera. Cushion is going to be monitoring the YouTube chat for you guys. So ask your questions in the YouTube chat. If Cushion sees one worth asking to me, he'll shout it out. I'll be watching the YouTube, or excuse me, the Twitch side of things, as well as everyone else. So if you guys see something there, shout it out. We'll answer it. But you guys determine how long this segment goes for. Right now, the show is over. However, if we get questions coming in, we'll keep things going as long as need be to answer those questions. To the panel, to Mose, to Mike, to Twisted, and to Kush, if you guys have to get out of here at any time, feel free to just shout out, hey, got to bounce out, and you guys are good to go. So Mike, Mose, Twisted, Kush, thank you all for very much for showing up to the stream on short notice. But if you want to stick around, you're welcome to Tundra After Dark. Cushion, do we have anything coming in from the chats just yet?
Real quick. I do have to go. I got to get going here
Hey,
soon.
Mose, dude, you're a legend. Thank you very much for hanging out.
Or thank you for having me.
Anytime. Always have a free invitation.
Ooga
Ooga booga, motherfucker. God damn it. Who did it?
All right.
Thank you, Big Fun. I love you.
Later, Mose.
Right,
Oh,
have a great night.
269,800 channel points goes to the Pig Nation and other people. Holy crap. Where is this extra noise coming from? Sorry, hold on. I'm getting
It's coming from Mike.
Okay, I'm gonna move him to the waiting room for the time being. Twisty, if you want to check in with him from time to time to see how he's doing, that'd be great. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, tonight is all about you guys. Tonight, if you guys have questions for anybody on the panel, myself, Twisted, Cushion, Mike, once he gets back on the stream, Mike works for CMMG in a pretty high-level capacity and is a very, very good friend of the Tundra Nation. If you guys have any questions for us, please, please, please ask them. We'll give it about a 5-minute grace period. If we have questions coming in, we'll keep the show going. If we don't have questions coming in, we'll call it a night because it'll tell. Go ahead.
Tyler, check the waiting room.
Check the waiting room. Stand by one. Let's get him in. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just had Delance appear in the chat. Delance, hi. Oh, no, Delance just bounced. Hold on.
It's because when you drag someone in, it puts up a prompt that says, are you sure you want to switch? And if you click OK, it puts you back to the other room you were in.
Stupid Discord. Delance, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
You're a beautiful human being, and I'm happy to have you here, man. You're not on the screen, but you're on here on voice. And goddamn, dude.
What more do you need?
Yeah, that is very true. You're looking good as ever, dude. How you doing, man?
How do you know that I'm looking good as ever if I'm not on the stream?
Well, I can see you because you're on Discord.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't count if you can see me. Nobody else can.
Fair enough. I could be making shit up.
Yeah, you really could.
Yeah, they can.
Oh, they can see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the panel.
Yep.
Well, you are now on screen for the world to see, Delance. How are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing very well, sir. Thank you for having me on.
For those of you guys who don't know Delance's face, you may recognize him from time to time, seeing a Brandon Herrera video, donut video, many other videos associated with all those top tier streamers. Delance, tell us a little bit about what you do, man, just so we can get some context.
I've thought about this. Let's play 2 truths, 1 lie. With
I like
Lance.
it. I like it.
So this is for my yesterday. What was I doing on Friday?
What were you doing on Friday?
Which one is the lie? Did I have dinner with one of the biggest liberal streamers in the world?
That's definitely not a lie.
Did I shoot antique machine guns with Wendigo?
Or
did I film a video for one of the original members of the Corridor Digital crew?
Oh, those are all good because I know you know all of those guys. So one more time. One more time without interruption. Let's hear it.
One of these 3 things is a lie. Did I have dinner with one of the biggest liberal streamers in the world? Did I shoot antique machine guns with Wendigo? Did I film with one of the original members of the Corridor Digital crew?
Ooh.
Which one's a lie?
Can I render my guess? Can I render my guess to everybody else in the chat right now?
By all means.
Okay. Here we go. I'm going to say that your lie is shooting machine guns with Wendigoon because you specifically said, what were you doing yesterday? And all of those 3 things sound like something that could exist in your life at yesterday's time. But I feel like the Wendigoon thing was something that you did like a week or so before that. So that is my official guess.
So your thinking is like, that may be true, but the timeline is
correct.
Wrong.
Correct. You've definitely shot machine guns with Wendigoon. I'm calling that 100%. But it's just not what you were doing yesterday. Who else wants to go? Twisted, you want to take a shot at this?
Anybody else got a guess?
I'm gonna bet that number 3 was not what you did yesterday. It's probably what you did today.
And number 3 was?
That was the crew. The
Corridor Digital crew.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Cushy, what do you got for this one?
I'm going with the other answer. I don't think he was on a stream with one of the biggest liberal streamers yesterday.
See, that feels...
No, he said he had dinner with them.
Dinner.
Oh, you had dinner with them.
Correct.
See, that feels...
I'm still sticking with that
to
one.
me, that feels too specific.
But I feel like you didn't do that yesterday.
Awesome.
So, did Hassan buy dinner or did you?
See, that's fun because that's 3 different answers.
That is very true. And what is the correct?
The correct point goes to Uncle Cushion.
Ooh, very good, Uncle Cushion. So you were doing what yesterday?
See, the correct answer is I did not have dinner with one of the biggest liberal streamers in the world. I had brunch with one of the biggest liberal streamers.
You were playing the Tundra game, and I appreciate this. Well done on the technicality.
Yes,
what was
sir.
So who are you having brunch with, and what was to tell us what if you can what was talked about?
So I had brunch yesterday with a man who goes by the name Destiny on the internet.
Sure.
I was wondering if it was going to be Destiny.
Indeed. I had no idea who he was when he introduced himself to me and sat down across from me at brunch.
Oh, really?
I bet you wish you still didn't.
Because he introduced himself by his first name. And was like, hey man, how's it going? Sat down. Nobody told me that, hey, Destiny's going to be here or anything like that. It was just like,
was this just like a random encounter, or was this something set up?
Well, we had a group of guys out to the range yesterday, including Wendigoon, as I mentioned. So
Did
like,
you have a man Mosa with him?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I gotta interrupt real quick. Is there any way that you could mute the stream on your end, Delance? And we're hearing the echo of everything.
Potentially.
Oh shit! My bad.
Is that on Tyler's end?
I don't think it's.
Yeah, if I mute it, they won't be able to hear shit.
No. I'm asking. I think it's coming from Delance through Discord.
Oh,
he's on speaker. That's why.
No, I've got him muted on Discord. That unmutes him. Delance, give me a check 1 2.
Check 1 2.
All right, we'll wait for stream delay to catch up. Kush,
sounds fine to me.
Yeah, it sounds fine to me too. I just don't. I don't know if it's coming through on Discord or on. It sounds good on stream. Pig says.
I think it's just on Cushion's computer.
One can hope.
One can hope. Okay, so if there's no echo on stream, Kush, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna keep pushing on.
Okay, if there's no, I'm hearing an echo, but that's probably on my end somehow.
My bad, Kush. I'm sure it's something I fucked up, probably. But so Delance, number one, it's great to have you back on the show. Delance is kind of our impromptu special guest of the evening. Usually, your internet took a crap. Sandman says, Mikey says, trying to get back. You're all good, Mikey. Don't sweat it too much if you can't get back. We got Delance to lock it down. So yeah, Delance, first of all, you mentioned the company that you hang out with, but tell us what you do for a living, man. Just so people that don't know you can qualify or quantify who you are in the industry.
As whenever like strangers at the bar ask me what I do, I like to tell them I facilitate the delusions of retards on the internet.
That's 100% an accurate statement.
So yeah,
same.
That's what I do.
Same.
I didn't want to compare like what we do to what Delance does, but it is similar. It is similar on a different scale for sure. But it is similar.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing the same game.
Just on different scales, 100%. Yes. So Delance, if I can be so bold, Delance is directly associated and one of, if not the best friend of one Brandon Herrera, a name you may have heard before. He is a facilitator, a coordinator, a guru extraordinaire of all things Brandon Herrera. He's done everything from editing video to shooting camera to being a part of the shoots to organizing to creating to everything. If you've laughed at a Brandon Herrera video, there's a very good chance Delance had a very good hand in creating that laugh. And Delance, for everything that you've done and that Brandon has done for the GunTube community, we thank you for it. And we thank you for showing up on our show. You and I have been good buddies for a very, very long time, going very long, a very long ways back into the original iterations of this show. I think Brandon first showed up on this show in episode number 3, and he had at the time about 17,000 subscribers, and we thought he was the coolest guy in the entire world because all of our friend group, our associated friend group, we all had like 200 subscribers, and we're like, oh my god, Brandon's gonna be the biggest fucking thing in the world, and it turns out he was. And that is in no small part due to your contributions to the Brandon Herrera brand and all of the things associated with Brandon. So if, like I said, guys, if you like the content that Brandon's putting out, you got to give a thanks to the supporting squad and the crew associated with Brandon. And a lot of that, if not all of that, has to do with our boy Delance here. What's it like working for Brandon, man?
It's
Is it a ride? Is it about as much of a ride as I think it is?
Like, you know what it is like to wake up in the morning and not know what your next couple days are going to look like?
Kush, you want to comment on this?
Yes, constantly.
Yeah. Like Thursday morning, I woke up that day thinking my day was free.
Sure.
And instead, I roll over. I have a text from Brandon saying, "Hey, I've got a campaign event at X address in 2 hours. Can you be there?"
Oh, wow. Short notice.
Okay, I can do that. So I show up to the campaign event.
That's a great point.
I worked that. And,
Delance, we have to give you another accolade, actually. You were the very first person ever to attend the Great Tundra Nation get-together. You were the very first person to show up and attend the Great Tundra Nation get-together that happens the 3rd week of October every single year at my house. So if you're cool enough, if you're
cool enough, you get lost at a grocery store and they have to come find you.
There you go. That's pretty much what happened, right? So Delance, once again, thank you for showing up. Right now, I've got some cool announcements to make before we get into Tundra After Dark. Folks, over the course of the last couple of days, or the last week and a half, we have expressed the desire to get into more merchandise for you guys. And one of my asks was to see if we could crowdfund a 3D printer so we could start printing patches and the like to start selling more merch to you all, the fans of the Tundra Nation, which you guys have been asking for years, and I just haven't had the funds to deliver for you. Well, it turns out through the generosity of the Tundra Nation and the generosity of the guy in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, Twisted, wave to the chat. We have crowdfunded and sourced a brand new 3-dimensional printer. That's a Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon, which we have sitting in the other room right now. I'm going to bring it up right now so you guys can see. Discord is muted right now, so nobody can hear you guys in the background. It's just about to start printing. Shut up, Cushion. Don't say that. Don't say that, because if I was lying to you, I'm afraid that you're going to say something that'll get me banned. But we have these guys printing right now. It's just about to print the 6th one of the evening. All it takes to pick one of these up and take it home is 1,000 bits or 5 gifted subs. You drop 1,000 bits or 5 gifted subs like you guys normally do every night of the week here. Oh shit, I see what you're saying, Meg. Give me a sec. If you drop 1,000 bits or 5 gifted subs, you automatically get a High Point Problem Solver Glock 40 patch. I will say patch loosely. Right now, I only know how to print in PLA, so these are, if you can hear it, these are hard plastic. They are not flexible, so don't put them on your gear, but they will work on a patch wall just fine. And we'd love to pick you, or love to send you one. I've got 5 that are spoken for. I've got 1 that is free right now and 1 that will be printing here shortly. If you want one, 5 gifted subs. Hey, Sandman762 gets the last one available. The next one printed will be for the next one. Sandman, I'll send it to you, Mikey. And thank you for the 5 gifties. Question, what about YouTube Super Chats? YouTube Super Chats, $5. $5 for a YouTube Super Chat. Goku, great question. $5 for a YouTube Super Chat will get you the same thing. So it's a little bit better rate on rate of return for our YouTube folks, but that's the way it goes. So thank you. Delance, let's switch it back over to you, my friend. Excuse me, let me get to the right screen so people can hear you. Excellent, you're back up online. We got the 3D printer going in the background. Okay, so we're talking about merch and things like that. Take us back, Delance, because you've been part of the Brandon Herrera brand forever. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you were there at the beginning. You've been friends with Brandon since like kids stuff, right?
I've known him since we were about 11 years old.
Okay, so you've literally been with Brandon through the entire run of this. Talk to me about what it was like.
Motherfucker.
Who just got a patch? Ricky just got a patch. All right, so Rick just got the last patch available. I'm printing one currently, so we'll have another one up in 30 minutes for you guys. But don't be afraid to toss your biddies or your gifted subs now. Make sure, if you're expecting a patch, to send me your address on Discord. I don't have a website for this right now. It looks like Mikey's back. Mikey, are you back? Test 1, 2. Do we have him in Discord?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Mike's back up on the tweet or on the backstage. We need to get him back in Discord here. But yes, that's very important. Make sure to send me your address in Discord if you want one of these. Otherwise, I have no way of sending it to you. I don't have a website up for this yet because I'm not that cool. But Delance, back to you. You've been part of this Brandon Herrera thing, if you will, for quite some time. You've had a very great influence on it. You've had a lot to do with the success of the brand. What was it like? What's that?
I said stop motion.
What was it like for you guys when you got into the merch world, right? How did you guys tackle that? Where did you go? Are we being too ambitious, starting to sell 3D printed merch at 100,000 subscribers? What's the bit? Like, I would love to know I hesitate to use the business side of Brandon Herrera because that might be getting into things that are too personal or too behind the cloak, or too behind the curtain. But like, what was that like when you decided, like, or when you guys realized, holy shit, we're big enough to sell like a t-shirt to somebody and somebody would actually buy it? I can talk for a day about what that felt like for me when somebody bought my first t-shirt. What was that like for you guys?
I think, if I recall correctly, I think the original company we partnered with was Third Pin Threads back around the beginning of 2019, right around the time of the first collab bash.
Out of curiosity, what was the sub count at this time? If you had to guess, just like a shot in the dark guess.
I don't have to shoot in the dark because I keep track of these things.
I know you do.
It was around 85,000.
Okay, so you guys were sub 100K. So this is in terms of the general knowledge of Brandon Herrera, this is baby Brandon. This is sub 100K Brandon.
Now it is, yeah.
For us, like for myself, for Twisted, for Kush, for the Tundra Nation, because we've known Brandon for so long and we've known you for so long, this is like when we realized, okay, there's something there. Like we all knew at that point the rocket ship that was the Herrera brand, the AK Guy brand.
Was this before or after the IO video?
Oh, this was long after that. That was
Okay.
very beginning.
I knew that was
This
early,
was
but I didn't
more-
know how early. So that's
this
what I
would
wanted to know.
be like post AR guys versus AK guys.
Ah, okay. And that was a big one for you guys. That was a series that put you on the map for a good long while.
So like once the tradition starts going, and then you start kind of floating ideas out there, like merch. Like eventually you realize, like, I can put something out there and people will respond to this. Like the only thing holding me back is how much I'm willing to put myself out there. I think y'all are at the same point right now where you're like,
I think we are.
I can actually, like, I can do stuff. I can float an idea past this crowd, and there is enough people that like this stuff enough that they'll jump on it.
Yeah, there's somebody that's gonna buy it. And I love that fact about our chat, about our audience.
It's not shilling. Like people actually,
because you're
hoping
like, well, there's a 100% a difference between like shilling and creation. Like what we're doing here is we're creating like with a t-shirt. One of my favorite t-shirts of all time was the OG, the gray AK Guy t-shirt. I absolutely adore that. You know me, I wear that shirt all the time on videos, and I absolutely adore that t-shirt. I remember the day I walked away with that t-shirt. It was the very first day I met you in person. It's the very first day I met Brandon in person. And for me, that t-shirt holds a lot of sentimental value because I met two of my best friends on the day I got that t-shirt, meaning you and Brandon. Of course, Delance, you come first because you're my sweet pea. But that's kind of the way that I'm thinking about merch in the future is like, what can we do to provide that same thing? You get to meet me at an event and I hand you out a patch and you get to say, hey, I got this the first time that, oh shit, I just chucked it. The first time I met Tundra Tactical, and I think that's fucking awesome. So I'm excited to start doing this. I hope that there's a market for it because I just spent $1,500 on this thing and I got to make my money back.
It's about providing value to people.
Well,
like
Twisted just spent a lot of money on this thing and I got to make his money back.
Well, if you feel confident that like your audience, there's this thing that you think they might want you to be giving them. If you can be the one to give it to them, they don't feel weird about giving you money, and you don't feel weird about taking.
That is true.
Like you're making things happen that everybody is happy.
See, okay, let me give you.
I feel that.
You make a fantastic point when you talk about the give and take here. Let me give you guys some insight into the creator mind. And Delance, I'm sure you could talk about this all day long because I'm sure you've dealt with this. I'm sure you physically watched Brandon deal with this and go through the same thing that I'm going through. To me, I can't. Even at 116,000 subscribers, we're not an insignificant channel. We're not a big channel. We're not a giant channel, but we're not insignificant either. I'm not going to play that game and say, "Oh, we only have." Like, it took us a long time, and I'm fucking proud of the fact that we have 116,000 subscribers. It took us a long time to get there, so I'm going to tout it all day long. But I still have a little bit of that imposter syndrome, saying that like, we only have 116,000 subscribers. How much of a value base is there for me to sit down and spend the amount of time that it would take? Because I have to design these. Like, I don't have enough money to pay a designer. Like, I can't just hire on somebody to say, hey, design me patches all day long or t-shirts or anything like that. Like, I have to spend the time creating these or I have to farm it out to one of the people I trust, like Cushion, Twisted, anybody else in this.
Busy.
I know you're busy.
No, I'm kind of messing around.
But what I'm saying is, I have this fear that nobody will want it. I'll put time and effort and money into creating something that somebody doesn't want. But that is ultimately, I think, that's the job. I guess.
That's how that's literally my feeling on the last few videos that I wrote, that I told you, like, I don't have a good feeling about this one. I didn't like this one. And they fucking outperform the ones I'm like, yo, this is a good one.
Isn't that funny how that works? It's always like for videos and
Delance
Delance
felt that so hard.
Always, every time.
It's the ones you love and adore, they never do well, and it's the ones you think that are gonna do shit, they always hit.
Time.
They always hit.
Like this is a true story.
Tell it away.
There was one day that we, like, Brandon and I were driving away from the range, just like laughing to ourselves, like, wow, like there's another. I don't want to drop the view number we joked about.
You can. You're. I know that you guys are talking in perspective here. You're totally fine.
So like, think big channel, and we're like, there's another like 200,000 view video.
Sure.
But meaning for us, like, this is gonna do shit.
Yeah.
That was the video where we recreated the JFK shooting.
Oh fuck! Really?
Yeah, we were like, we had so much fun doing this. That means no one's gonna enjoy this.
And honestly, genuinely, that is the case.
Of videos did you get?
It passed 10 a little while ago.
Wow.
So here's the key. This is the bottom line. And Russell Crowe said it best in Gladiator. Am I not entertaining?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Are you not entertained? That is exactly correct. Yep. That is that. You know, honestly, you could create and probably sell a course to people about how to create a YouTube video, and it could be just that meme. Are you not entertained? Because that's the key. One of the things that we used to do a lot here in Tundra After Dark is we used to take gun questions and gun talk off the table, and we used to talk just about YouTube and like what we were doing, growth, like where we've come from in the past week, and we've gotten away from that. One of the reasons why I love having Delance on is because he serves a very similar function. This is going to sound weird saying this, but he serves as a very similar function to Brandon as I do to myself in the Tundra Nation. And he also serves the same role that Cushion, Twisted, and Steve serve as. Like, he has the same kind of job title as like 4 of the people that I have associated with me. So he gets the bit, so to speak. So one of the reasons why we love having you on, Delance, is you understand what to talk about. I guess where I'm trying to go, like with this one, I want to know challenge. Like, okay, we're talking about some of the challenges that we're facing as a growing channel.
Yeah.
In terms of like Brandon and the brand and everything that you're associated with, what are some of the challenges that you guys are running into right now in terms of not necessarily growing the channel, but just making videos, the brand? Is it a scheduling thing with all of Brandon's political engagements now? Is it just, I don't know. I can't imagine you guys are struggling for ammo or anything like that, or, you know, range time. But like, what is that like underlying factor that you don't get to talk about a lot that prevents something from happening? It could be a video from getting made, an idea from coming to fruition, an engagement from happening. What are the big challenges for a channel like Brandon's, especially Brandon's, not like Brandon's, with the political engagement associated with it? What are some of the challenges that you guys are running into?
Honestly, if you put it that way, I think once you get to a certain point, like we're at now, where
is it just autopilot?
Well, no, the opposite. Like,
okay,
in some ways, like when there's nothing technically you have left to prove, it's like, but everybody wants something from you because they're like, well,
I see where you're going with this. It's an entirely new set of challenges.
Oh, entirely, because it's like, you're a reliable brand. We know that if you make it,
the expectation is there now. Like, you've established yourself, the expectation is there. We're now, as fans of the brand, we're now expecting a certain type of content. Is that where you're going with this?
It's like, they know that if we will only do things if we know they work.
Sure.
Like, there's a reason that we haven't had a video do under like 800,000 views in like a year.
Sure.
Like, if we only make things that we know will work. But the trouble is, the brand is so consistent, everybody wants a piece of it.
Sure.
And so it ends up being like there's too much. Some days it's like, well, I've just had a long day of entertaining, all these important people from around the country. I've had to be on all day.
That's something we're going to talk about in here in just a second. But yes, keep going.
There are entire days where we're like, well, we know we need to hit the range and film this content, but Brandon's had to spend like the last 36 hours like entertaining important people
Sure.
and talking to them. You just can't film after that.
I have a great story on this. So
Tyler,
yeah, go ahead.
1 second. We have to address something first.
Please.
Delance, what are you drinking tonight?
This is Jack Daniels plus off-brand Dr. Pepper.
At least he still drinks like a poor man.
Okay.
Oh, that I do.
Hey, okay.
We had to cover it. So
Dr. B. It's Jack Daniels plus Dr. B.
There you go. So, Delance, you just talked about the fact of like talking about being on and how exhausting that can be, not just for the creator, but for the entire team. Because as you probably well know, the creator itself, in this case, me, and Cushion, you can speak to this too, because you've been with me at events for long terms, obviously not on the same level of Brandon's, but I think the comparison can still be somewhat analogous here. When the creator has to be on 100% of the time, either to be the best face in front of fans, be the best face in front of a new brand, be the best face in front of a political campaign in Brandon's case, but be the best face of the brand for them, right? It is exhausting, and the support personnel behind that person become infinitely more valuable. So having good guys like Delance, having good guys like Cushion, like Steve, like Twisty here, coming to events with you for a creator, speaking from the creator's perspective, in a little bit obviously different scale here, by about 30 times, but still, it is incredibly important and incredibly valuable to have a person like a Delance or like a Cushion or like a Twisted or like a Steve, having them there to back you up. So if you slip, they can tell you. Mikey's back?
Mikey's back, at least in Discord.
Okay, Mikey, can you hear me, bud?
Yes.
Great news. I don't have you up on Twitch, but we can hear you on the audio.
It says I'm waiting. It says the
Stand
host
by
is
one.
waiting, or I'm waiting for the host to guide me backstage.
All right, 1 second, and I'll have you back there. Give me just a sec, and you are on screen. Thank you, Mikey. Good to have you back. So what we're talking about now, Mike, is from a content creator's perspective. We have Mike. Have I introduced you to Delance? Have you met? I'm sure you've met Delance before. You know this guy.
I've met Delance.
Yeah.
Have we ever met, Mike? Have we ever met?
You know Mike well. I don't know why I felt like I had to be the intermediary there. Mike met Delance well before I did.
The look on both of their faces right now tells me that there's some sort of story that they're like, we're never going to talk about this in public, but we know that this happened together.
There's two that come to mind. I'm thinking of either AR Guys versus AGA Guys 4 or Mike wearing a Chewbacca costume.
Oh, see, that's good.
I was thinking Circle Bar and SHOT Show, but
I'm sure that happened at some point too.
That was so miserable in that Chewbacca costume.
It looks so warm, dude. It looks so hot.
So
and not in a good way.
What we were talking about here is the importance and value to the content creator, to like somebody like Brandon, or to a much lesser extent myself, the importance of a good support crew. Now, Mike, you get to speak to this from a very unique perspective. You get to speak to this from the client side, because you're not the one necessarily, not normally, going out to other brands and trying to solicit them for support or sponsorships or collaboration opportunities. You guys are usually the ones giving those collaboration opportunities. For those of you guys who are just joining us, Mike works for a small, relatively unknown company called CMMG that creates things like the Mark 47 Descent, the Banshee series of guns that you all know and love.
And machine guns that shoot cheese.
And machine guns that shoot cheese, and cats that assemble them as well. Cats Making Machine Guns is, by the way, the front runner for what CMMG stands for. Mike will not tell us. He refuses to tell us what CMMG stands for.
It's like cheese melt machine gun.
The only thing that I know is that you have to be inverted to understand it. That's the only thing that I know, and the only clue that I can give you about the true name of
So
CMMG.
many people did not understand that. They were so confused.
Yep, and that's fine. That's the, you know, they have to
If you know,
advance
you
in
know.
life. They have to be they have to be like a Mason of the Third Order or something to understand what CMMG stands for. But Mike, you get to speak on this subject to in a unique level. We just went down and filmed a video with you in late November. Had a fantastic time. I don't know if you had a fantastic time, but we had a fantastic time. You showed us a great time around. We got to do everything from shoot MP7s and 249s with Fit and Fire to going to see the Budweiser Clydesdales. It was an unbelievable experience, and we had an unbelievable time with you, Mike. So thank you for that opportunity. But we've talked about the support structure and the importance of having that good core group of guys, not just the entertainer, not just the content creator, but having the people associated with them. What was it like working with Steve? That's what I want to know for you. What was it like working with Steve as kind of, we'll call him the voice of reason on our shoot, where you and we sometimes wanted to go in silly and interesting directions, and Steve was there to kind of rein us back in. What was it like working with the what essentially amounts to the Delance of our organization, Steve?
I mean, I actually have a lot of appreciation for working with Steve because, I mean, there were times where we were trying to do something, but in the back of my brain, I was still thinking continuity and like, okay, we can't necessarily do this because that wasn't how that last shot finished. Or something of that sort. So,
but we also shot way out of order too. That was the challenge of the shoot.
Man, that order. I mean, kudos to Steve for being able to herd cats.
100%. The cats, by the way, yeah, meaning, well, specifically in this case, me and Mike, because we were all over the board. We wanted to film everything, and Steve's like, no, we shouldn't film that. We should do this. We shouldn't do that. We should do this. Delance, do you find that to be kind of your role with Brandon, or is it something different? Do you kind of find yourself to be the I don't know, I hesitate to use the term content moderator. Are you like the kind of the go, no go gauge? Do you have that role, or is it something that's more up to the, we'll call it at this point, the executive level?
I do. If I have to like be content moderator, I do it after the fact. Like,
okay.
If I let Brandon just like riff all the time, and then occasionally I'll leave something out to edit later. But when the creative juices are flowing, just let guys do whatever they want to do.
I like
we
that.
can fix it, you know.
I like
you
that.
Don't want to don't be the buzzkill on set. Just let guys say whatever they want, and you can decide later if that was too far. But as far as remembering what order everything goes in, 100%, that's my job.
There you go. There you go. Mikey, back to you. I have a question for you, man. You've worked with a lot of different content creators over the years. You've obviously worked with Brandon and Delance before, so you've had the yourself, CMMG, and everything else that you're associated with. You've had the chance to experience a lot of the content creators of the firearms industry. How much of a shit show was it working with us? Like, I feel like with as crazy as we can be, before you answer, I'll give you my perspective. When I showed up to see, I don't know if I've told you this yet, but when I showed up to CMMG for the very first time, obviously I've met you before. You were a non-issue for me. We're buddies. But when I walked into the CMMG doors for the first time, I like froze up because I realized for the very first time in my professional career, I was doing something that had an impact on where the channel could go in the future. And what I mean by this is, I made the joke earlier, CMMG, a relatively unknown name. Of course, everybody knows who CMMG is. If you don't, you should. Getting to walk into that door and see a facility on a scale that I'd never seen before, seeing guns that I've adored for a long time being made in front of my eyes, it was a very eye-opening experience from a creator's perspective, sitting down and saying, like, holy shit, I'm here now. I'm actually doing this. This isn't like something that Cushion and I are planning, which we do all the time. Cushion and I sit down and we plan out, not films. We plan out videos. We plan out bits. We plan out shots. We plan out all this stuff, and it never happens. But somehow this came to fruition, and it was all due to the fact that I almost got heat stroke in Texas and couldn't recognize who was talking to me at the water booth. Did I tell you that?
Well, yeah,
I didn't even.
Yeah, you were definitely out of it, and then
dude, I had no idea who you were. I couldn't see you. Like I couldn't see. I was so close to heat stroke that day. I had no idea who I was talking to.
And Kush just comes up and he's like, "Hey, it's Mike," and you're just kind of looking at me like, "Huh?"
I was like, "That Mike?" I've been talking, and we were talking for like a good 10 minutes. So for those of you guys who don't know this story. This was down at Gunstock, Texas this past year, down in Waxahachie, Texas. It's Waxahachie, but it's pronounced Waxahachie. Motherfucker, what was that noise? Something, wow, that must have been on my end. Something really loud just happened in my fucking headset. Wow. And it was not a soundbite. Anyways, you mean like Strike Industry? Shut up. Shut up, Don. Okay. He says, doing something that would have had an impact on where the channel goes. You mean like Strike Industry? Shut up, Don. You shut up right now. I think I know what you're talking about. No, actually, I don't know. If it's in reference to what I think you're talking about, fuck you. If it's not, I still love you. So yeah, I kind of forgot where I was going with this whole thing, but from the creator's perspective, walking through the door at CMMG, it was a bit of an eye opener for me. And I was thinking to myself,
did you hear the Jurassic Park music as the doors open?
Not necessarily the Jurassic Park music, but something similar to that. Like, It was a
that's what it feels like when you walk into like a legendary place, like and you're like, I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. That's the big thing. Is like, regardless of what you heard, it was that holy shit, I'm doing this moment. And we've had the opportunity to do like
you always walked in her.
Yeah. We've had the opportunity to do one other factory tour. And it's for another company here in Minnesota called APF, Alex Pro Firearms, who's a decently sized company, but I don't think really on the same level of CMMG. And I walk in, I see Mike behind the counter. I literally threw a key fob at his face for the first shot of the video, and said, "Cars parked out front, Chief," and walked past him and said, "Woo!" And that set the tone for the video. And Mike, I got to tell you, first of all, you and the rest of CMMG, from the leadership on down, were absolute class acts throughout the entire thing. One of my biggest fears for doing this is we came into this and we told you what was going to happen. I don't know how many other people you told what was going to happen, but we're performing in front of an active floor, like CMMG employees that probably don't necessarily know what's going on. And I'm asking you about, like, what other guns are you going to rip off from PSA this year? And you're answering in a serious fashion. So to me, in my brain, I'm taking myself out of the shot, and I'm sitting there thinking, what are the rest of these guys thinking? Like, what are the rest of these guys thinking about what we're doing right now? So, Mike, from your perspective, what's it like working with content creators from people like Brandon all the way down to somebody like myself? Who comes in with the intention of doing something completely silly and stupid and nonsensical, which sounds like exactly the same thing of what you guys did with Brandon for the AR versus AK guys. What's it like to work with the different types of content creators out there, from the serious to the silly?
Well, we've never been invited to this.
I mean, what was that?
We've never been invited, so.
Hey, you know what? Neither did we. We showed up, and we invited ourselves.
We kind of were like, hey, we want to come do a tour and a video and make fun of you guys. And Mike was like,
I just told him, will you open the door for me if I show up? And he said yes. So actually, you know what? DeLance, I'm sorry, Mike, to cut you off. DeLance, you actually have an unintentional invite or an unintentional endorsement from CMMG in our CMMG video. Because as we were standing in front of the CNC machine and I asked him to turn it off, he said, well, maybe if you were Brandon Herrera.
I did see that.
So there might be an opportunity there. I encourage you to explore it.
Anyway, back to Mike.
Yes, back to Mike. What's it like working with different content creators out there?
Good job, DeLance.
I mean, it's a lot of fun. The one thing I have to make sure I keep in mind, though, too, is everybody has their own style. So, like, it was kind of interesting. You're talking about like Delance. If you kind of guide Brandon on his creativity, and you just,
That was natural,
I
Don.
know that you just gonna let him do his thing, and you piece it together afterwards to make it look cool. you know, not that he needs a ton of help on that.
No.
But it's funny
Thank you,
because
Don.
some of the people I was working with at that time, they're like, okay, if we're gonna do this, I want this, and this. And I'm like, no, you don't get to ask that. I was like, because they're doing something on their channel. They know what their followers like. They know how their content flows. We can't give them a script to run off of.
Correct.
So the fact that,
we appreciate you for that.
Because if I want that to be said, I will find the person that says that type of stuff.
100%.
So like I go to Brandon because I want the Brandon spin on things. I go to Tundra because I want people to think we don't always take ourselves the most seriously.
Exactly.
If I want like a super solid review on something, I'm gonna send it to Tactical Considerations, and he's gonna make sure if it screws up, everybody knows.
Definitely not sending it to us.
So I mean, it's just a matter of knowing who you're working with, how they specialize or how they work, and just making sure that you pick the right fit for all of them.
I have had go ahead.
The invitation is you opening the door to let them do their thing. Like you do your homework first. If you reach out that invitation, it means
love you too, Don.
You're willing to let them do their thing.
Correct.
Otherwise, why did you bother?
Well, okay, so Delance, you bring up a great point here. Sorry to step on your toes, Mike, for a sec. This is something that I want to talk about.
I don't have toes anymore. You've been stepping on them all night.
I know. I'm the host of the show. I got to. That's my job.
Bigfoot over here.
This is what a writer's meeting is like.
Yeah, no. This is what ADD is like. I have to say something, otherwise I forget it. And I'm on the verge of forgetting it right now. But you were just talking about
a notepad.
Thank you for helping me forget my train of thought entirely twisted. Damn it. Well, I had something and I forgot it. So yes,
talking about letting creators do their thing.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's pretty much like what it's. You talk too much and I lose my train of thought, and then all of a sudden, holy shit, we're back to zero. What the fuck was I just about to say? What were you just saying, Mikey? Help me out.
Yeah, let Mike talk for a bit.
Oh, I mean, it was just. Like I said, it was just that whole thing of I try to find out, the people I want to work with, and I just let them do their thing. I know, what to expect of it. The only time that was it.
You just hit it. So when we were down with you, Mikey, that was the biggest refreshing thing that we came across. Once again, I'm not going to say we're a small brand or a small channel. We're not a big channel either. 116,000, solid place to be. We've had the opportunity to work with a few other brands in kind of the same capacity or a similar capacity as we worked with CMMG. And every single one of those brands has always stepped all over our toes, trying to control what type of content that we put out. When we do specific things like what we did with you, our whole goal is exactly what you said. We're here to be silly. We're here to be stupid. We're here to provide entertainment, not education, right? That's the whole point of Tundra. We are the echo,
not education.
Yeah, we are the echo of the voice of the internet. Everything you do is wrong. That is the mantra of the channel. I don't care how good your gun is, it will always be wrong to somebody, because that is the voice of the internet. Somebody will not like the decision that you made. Somebody will not like the choice that you made, and they'll criticize you for it. We are just putting a personification to that voice in a comedic representation. CMMG was the first company that we worked with in a full capacity, going into this understanding this is going to be the stupidest video that either one of us have ever done, but it's also going to be fucking hilarious because we both understand the fact and we're both okay with the fact that it's the stupidest video for that we've ever done. And I have to give a lot of kudos to CMMG for taking a risk like that and saying, we're going to let these guys into the doors. We're going to take up a valuable member of our staff for an entire 2 days, because you took us for 2 solid days. You paid for lunches. You paid for hotel rooms for certain people. CMMG did, and they were very generous and all of that. But you took that risk and said, you know what? We're just going to sit down and have fun. And that's a tough sell for a big company. That is a tough sell to sit down and just have fun sometimes for a big company.
That's 2 days?
Yeah, well, we did it over the course of 2 days. We did.
Are we counting like dinner the night before?
Well, so we never released the range footage because all we did was shoot machine guns, and I can't monetize that. Mike, by the way, we have to talk about a return trip here within the next couple of months to shoot a bunch of B-roll for future ads. We'll talk about that offline though, but I wanted to put that into your brain because all of.
If I may,
yeah.
While you do have a captive audience, I think we need to do something where you have another Tundra Nation meetup. And we do something like the Missouri State Pen Ghost Tour, because if we can get enough people to do that,
love that idea.
They'll allow us to schedule it. So
I really love that idea. Keep in my ear about that. Come October, we'll try to set that up, and maybe instead of having the Great Tundra Nation get together in Minnesota this year, we have it down with sponsored by CMMG possibly. And we do some shooting at the outpost, and we do some ghost touring for a select group of individuals
coming out this year. So
for whatever it's worth, it's just a plug to CMMG. You literally had the only gun at IV-88 shoot that didn't ever jam or have a problem.
Yes.
That I touched.
That is something to be said. That is genuinely something to be said, because like we talked about earlier, almost every other gun that Twisted touched at the IV shoot this year, he broke. Save for the mutant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the OG mutant? Like,
it's still there.
Where is it now?
We shot it that weekend.
Like the
well, you didn't shoot the OG.
No.
I thought we shot the OG. Or no, we held the OG. We had the OG in the vault. We didn't shoot it. You're right.
Yeah, where is she now?
It's still in the armory at work. So it was just one of those things that, due to the round count and everything, I didn't want to rebuild it. Because if I put a new barrel and stuff on it, it wasn't the original anymore. So we just retired it.
Right.
I like that.
It was keyholing at 10 yards.
Smooth bore.
That like hot dog down a hallway kind of scenario,
right,
man.
You know, that's just a way of saying the gun was well loved. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, we just finished up, we're about to finish up the next print, so we have a new patch on the table for one of you guys to pick up. If you guys would like to pick up this patch, all it takes is 5 gifted subs, or the first 1,000 biddies that comes through the chat. 5 gifted subs or 1,000 biddies gets you the patch that just printed on the table. If you can see it, I don't know. Here, let me pull a big screen here. I should say patches. Oh, there's Delance. Hello, Delance. The patches are High Point Glock 40 Problem Solver. They are PLA, and I do not have Velcro on them because I just got this printer 2 days ago. Haven't gotten all the materials for it, but we're printing them off. We're selling them, and I'll ship them out to you. The biddies or the patch. The biddies or the subs gets you the patch, and send me your address information on Discord, and I'll ship it out to you. Eventually, we'll have a website up for all of this, and be able to run it for you that way. Anyways, I think right now is probably a good place to be. I'm seeing Mama Mego over there, and I want to go help her out with the 3D printer. I think it's a good place to end the show tonight. I gotta say to Mike, to Delance, and to the group, and now my not GoXLR, but everything else is not working right now, so we'll switch manually. To the rest of the panel, thank you guys all for very much for showing up tonight. We're gonna figure out this patch situation here soon. Delance, you're a legend, man. Thank you for showing up for Tundra After Dark and helping us carry through the hour. I love you, buddy. I love you. And God damn it, I just heard that noise again. I can't wait to see you again. Hopefully I find myself down in Texas here pretty soon. We have to find an excuse. I know. Okay. So I know what you're going to say, and I know that I have an open invitation to come down and visit you. I promise I promise soon. I promise that very soon there will be a Brandon, a Delance, Pinky all day long.
I've been like egging him on. Like, you have to go down there and go do videos. Go.
Okay,
Go to the fucking hotspot and go do videos.
I'm gonna give you my excuse. I'm gonna give you my excuse right now. I was actually planning on. Thank you very much, Maggie. Oh, that's perfect. That turned out. That's the newest print right there. The high point, the Glock 40 problem solver. I was going to reach out to both Delance and Brandon to request to come down to do a bit of a collab here this winter. And the reason for that was not necessarily to see my friends or to grow the channel or anything like that. It was literally to escape the winter here in Minnesota.
Fair enough.
Dude, for the last like 4 weeks, it's been 55 degrees here.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
I haven't had to escape anything. It literally, for the first time in the entire winter, snowed more than 1 inch 2 days ago.
It's 35 here right now.
That's actually pretty cold.
Yeah.
Wait, where are you? Are you in Texas?
Yeah, I'm in outside of San Antonio.
Okay.
I had, like,
That's still pretty chilly.
The fur like Final Fantasy VIII jacket today
Sure.
was not great.
That is still pretty chilly. So 35 degrees for Texas is not warm at all.
For us, that's like, why did I move?
Right now in Minnesota, it is 24 degrees. So you're not that far off from us up here in the Great White North.
It's pretty chilly.
25 in Missouri.
It's 65 and raining right now.
So that is literally the only
Fuck
reason.
you all.
That is literally Delance.
20 degrees.
I love the fact that we are warmer than you are.
When is it not 64 degrees and raining in Florida?
That is true.
Most of the year, it's usually hotter and raining.
That is also very true.
Actually worse. Like, you just sweat through whatever you're wearing, and you just hate it.
Delance and to a greater extension, Brandon, don't take any offense to the fact that I haven't called you this year. I just haven't had a need to go to Texas during the wintertime.
We're not offended. We just forgot you.
That is 100% a very valid answer.
Sorry.
No.
Brandon's running for Congress. He cannot be associated with you.
You know what? Honestly, no. In fact, I disagree with that. I think Brandon has probably said way worse shit on his channel than we've ever said on ours.
Well, they're not using you for the attack ads. They're using something else.
Oh, interesting. I'm actually kind of curious. Are you willing to talk about it or no?
I thought you were signing off.
I'm kind of curious now that you dropped that.
Oh, yeah. They're using unsubscribe clips.
Oh,
I saw that coming. I saw that coming.
Yeah.
Didn't we all?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like,
So,
get this. If I told you right now that the attack they're going to use on Brandon Herrera is that he hates veterans.
wait, what?
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
they're going to try to sell they're going to try to sell that one.
Republican establishment is going to tell old people on Fox News that Brandon Herrera hates veterans.
Oh my goodness. God, I love
How many testimonials do you want in the opposite side?
Yeah, we can provide at least probably 1,000 of them.
Oh, I'd love as many as you can get.
I'll let me
What
know.
world are we living in?
Let me know when you need them.
You got a message sitting in your inbox.
Yeah, let me know when you need them, and you'll have as many of them as I can put together because we are all pulling for Brandon. Ladies and gentlemen of the Tundra Nation, I want to say thank you very much for tuning in tonight. I have somehow remained moderately sober through this entire show, 3 hours long, and that I think is probably a record for me. I've held it together. I haven't gone crazy. I've only drank that much. What happened to me? I've also lost 40 pounds, and that is probably a big contributing factor to that. Delance, I got jealous of you with all your weight loss, and I said, you know what? I got to set it. I got to be a real guy, and I got to do it. So I'm down 40 pounds.
I wish you could tell, like, it was working.
You
I swear it is.
Dude, you absolutely can. You look like a different human being. I'm telling you. Every time I see you, you look thinner and thinner. You look better and better. Delance, thank you for showing up to the show tonight. Mikey, great performance in initials tonight. Way to keep things interesting. Twisty, last minute substitution, the official first alternate for the Tundra Nation. Thank you for showing up tonight. Scotty, I hope you feel better, man. Hope all is well out in the Tundra Nation with the rest of the show. You guys have a great rest of the night, and we'll see you next time when
we still don't know what the fuck we're
doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we love you, we miss you, and have a wonderful rest of the night. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Dicks out.
And they heard that. Oh, it's the buttons aren't working. Everybody heard that. We're still live. I got to do the Emmanuel.